Reggie got Indiana. And he was.
Congratulations, Mr. President.
It's crazy how he was making the cuts, making it.
Why is he not better than him?
Everybody take a seat. We think it's sports, but sometimes we don't know. We asking.
All right. So my boy Mambo hit me and was like, yo, man, I love when your boys get right to it. So I'm getting right to it today. What's faker, the rap game, or wrestling, or whatever the fuck that argument was with Soulja Boy and Randy Orton was on Twitter?
Ooh, what's
I didn't see
faker? I like that. That's a real good.
What's faker? What's faker?
Clearly, I'm not right now. Currently, is a rap game, so that's that. But
I mean, we know
right now it's a rap game. Right now it's a rap game.
We know wrestling is fake. So,
but they definitely wilding. But I think Randy Orton still give him the hands though. And the crazy thing is, watch this though. Bow Wow stepped in and called out Triple H. Yo, he definitely.
I hate Bow Wow.
No, Bow Wow said he was going to join the WWE like a month ago. So this the thing. Oh, that's fire.
It's the rollout.
Yeah, it's the rollout. It's gonna be a handicap match. Bow Wow and Soulja Boy versus Randy Orton.
Mills didn't know that. Mills got. Yeah, look. Oh, I like
you didn't see that. You know, Bow Wow say that he's training and wrestlers don't want to see him, bro. When I seen it, I thought it was fake. I thought it was something fake on Twitter. Then I go with Soulja Boy account with him and Randy Orton argue. I'm like, what is going on?
So he the new Rey Mysterio? He gonna be the new Rey Mysterio?
Oh, Bow Wow. Yeah, Bow Wow come out there in like a Mexican wrestler outfit, bro. That'd be wild.
He's not Mexican. But
people getting
Floyd not Mexican either.
Raw, that's a good rollout. That's a dope rollout. I'm not even mad, bro.
Yo, I can't believe it, bro. Like what? When I see like Soulja Boy, Randy Orton,
it's all fake, bro. Like, hey, the rap game fake. Wrestling obviously was fake, and we found it out at the
it's that doc. Y'all seen the doc about how the rap game really go?
No, what doc?
With Big U, Deb, Flocka, Mom. They just talked about how every major, but it was a doc that came out. Okay, that came out on FX or Hulu or something like that. When they talking about every major rapping act was backed by drug money, all of it, and it was dating back all the way to how people talk about pretty much how Tupac got killed. And what led to that, like, and who probably did it, you know what I mean? They talked about Puffy, who backed Puffy, who backed Suge Knight, who backed, like, they talk about just all the real stuff, who financed hip hop early on. Like, in order to come to some cities where you're gonna get money at, you gotta like Detroit, Chicago, check in.
But we know
No Fly Zone from Rick Ross in Detroit. They talk about Lynch Mob. They talk about like, Rick Ross didn't want to pay his dues, so he couldn't perform here. He outside waiting to perform, but he ain't pay his dues. So if he don't pay his dues, he not performing. He did not perform. He got back on the joint and left. They talk about all that, but right now what they saying is it's not like that no more. These guys on the internet, they don't gotta go to jail, bro. They don't gotta go city to city. They getting money from just streams and SoundCloud rappers. Yeah, but I'm saying they getting money just from. They're not getting the tour money, like they're not depending on the drug money because they get so much money already from the streams and advances from, they don't have to go to grind to get popular. Just know that you get a record deal, a bigger record deal. Now it's just you already popular when you get the record deal. So you know what I mean? So they don't need the drug money. You know what I mean? So
they need somebody money.
Yes. And now they're saying that everybody got the argument is back then the money was trickling down to the community because even though the drug money was be using, but it was a way. It was the bank. It was.
You had me until you went there, Rat. You had me.
I'm just telling you what happened. I'm not telling you I agree. Listen, they said the crack industry came in the 80s. They had so much money, and and they was funding all the rappers in the 80s, but you was getting more money in the drug game than the music. But in the 90s, Tupac, Jay-Z, Biggie, it switched. You was getting more money in the music than the drug game. So now all the drug dealers was heavy in the music. So that was their bank. They would wash their crack money or all the money they was getting through music. That was their bank. So they would have more money was in the communities because they didn't have to get loans from the big banks. Now, right now, it's none of that. It's less of that. And now they just dealing with corporations, and the money is not. I'm not saying I agree.
I know, but okay, all right. That was that.
That's the argument.
Then they're.
That's what they saying. That's what they saying. Now, I mean, they just probably they need the money. They losing money, so they trying to come out with something. I don't know.
Who, drug dealers? Like, is that who made the doc? Like, you heard
it's all economics, Sam. It's all.
No, and I understand that. And
you know what I mean? What's the difference? It's the power. You know what I mean?
My point is, even when you say that, like so, even if you watch this doc, so say if somebody watched Snowfall, then the argument could be like the money actually came from the CIA. So it's like they would like the government was still running. So the government was running everything. They was running the drug game and the music game. Like they're still running everything today. So.
About right.
Whatever they were saying was just it's the mute point, because it like they didn't. The point is they never had control.
What I'm saying, it was still building your economics either way. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
the other way is not. This way is.
Where's that money trickling down to? Who is it trickling down to?
I'm not arguing. I'm not.
But the issue is we actually know that that's not true. Like we know that.
I'm having an issue with that. When we talk about how that the 80s was like,
it took all who did that money trickle down to?
Yeah, what money trickle down
like that doesn't even make sense because we actually.
I'm literally just telling you what he said.
We're not responding to Rad. We responded to whatever they say in the doc.
It doesn't make it just doesn't make sense. Like because we actually know what happened. You don't have to tell us that it was connected to the music game. I can just tell you that drugs messed up people.
I'm just saying the economics of the black community was stronger back then, which funded.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. Stop saying that. No, it actually wasn't, Rad. The economics was people was buying drugs and dying. That was the economics. Where did that money trickle down to?
Yeah,
it's still the 0.5 or 0.1% of people who got rich. Like nobody else got rich. I don't even know like did they fund philosophers? Did they give them money and tell people to go, to school? Like, what are we talking about?
I'm just letting you know the argument.
Crying.
And they probably have a better explanation than I just gave it.
And they're lying is what. So what they're saying is that.
We appreciate you giving us the foundation, right? We do.
I am crying, bro.
It's mad black millionaires. It's more black millionaires now than ever.
He said trick.
So what does that have to do with the drug game?
The music game, rap music is the most popular music of all time, and that's because of the drug game.
No, I mean, Jada talk about how he used to have birds coming in when he had his first hit, type of thing. So the drug business and using that money to go buy beats and make your rap music, that's well known, especially in the 90s for sure.
I think it's oversimplified though. Like they literally what you just described was we had Republican drug dealers like trickle down economics. Like what that?
Yes, that's what they're saying.
Whoever made that dot should get slapped.
Yes, Sam, listen, this is what I'm saying. But people are saying that. But the Republicans are saying that. And listen to me, white
that's
people
who funded it.
White people in America can say the same thing about the Republican Party.
They made the docs.
You know what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying? Like
no, the white people made the docs. That's what you're saying.
Oh, listen to me. Listen to me.
Yeah, they did. The white people made the docs to try to get us to be Republicans.
Poor white America can feel the same way about their government. The way you describing how drug dealers think they were the government, that was the government of black people. The white poor people can say that about their government as well. It's the same thing. Where did the money go down? The trickle down economic stuff. Where's that?
The reason why they don't.
But people will agree that it helped.
No,
even the poorest of poor.
That's not true. Those white people are brainwashed because of racism. We actually know that today. Like that's the reason why they won't go against, because we know. I mean,
I'm not arguing that. I'm just saying
that. That's the point. That's what we've been talking about for the last 5.
All right.
Rad, we've been talking about this entire time about systematic oppression, systematic racism. We just watched the Fred Hampton joint and how he tried to bring them people together. And the one thing that separated them was because of racism. That is the underlying factor. Like we know, like what my point is, what you're saying, I'm not necessarily, I am refuting what you're saying because it literally makes no sense. It is not true. Like to suggest that drugs helped our community is almost, it's laughable. It's like,
but I'm saying people say that about government.
And that's the truth too. Like what? They ain't help us either. Well, am I missing
some
something?
people have valid arguments against that, Sam.
That the government helped us?
Yes, help people. Like that's the Democratic Party. They want big cover. What do you mean?
Well, no. Well, helping people and trickle down economics aren't
it's
the
two
same.
different things. Yeah, you're talking about you're talking about policy, right? Like you're literally saying that, like,
they're literally arguing you. And like they just said they wasn't. They're literally arguing.
I'm not arguing. I'm arguing that Rad is conflating the two between.
Yeah.
Reagan got people rich. Trump got people rich. Yeah, the government did help people,
but that's 1% of people. Right?
The bottom was not. Nothing was trickling down.
Drug people got people rich too, and got the
no.
But I'm saying,
drugs
drug people got people rich. Got
who is the people?
Music.
Who is the people?
The music people. Now rap is the biggest genre of all time.
That's still only 1%. I don't understand. Why can't you understand what? Do you know what 1% means?
Damn, I'm not
1% is not nothing. It's 99% of other people who don't have no dollars. And then you're talking about 1% of people.
No, he's insane.
Right. Look up how many black millionaires is it, and then look up how many black people is it, and then you do the math. Like, do that math.
All I'm saying is
that does not make sense.
That's the same both ways. It's the same.
Yes, and it's
ways.
A problem. That's what we've been saying for 30,000 years, that there's an issue.
But I'm saying that they think their way was better for black people. Like, are you
the
crazy?
The drug dealers do.
Okay. Like, I don't understand what you're talking about. Do you understand what I'm saying?
No, I get you now. I get you now.
I
didn't hear you say that. It was better
that you're advocating that drug dealers think that their way was better. Mike, you can go. I don't even know why Rap brought
Yes, they did. That's what I'm saying. That's their argument.
Yeah,
that's literally what they're arguing.
I can pull up Saddam Hussein and tell you that he thought his way was better too, and I can pull up Adolf Hitler and tell you he thought do you want me to keep going to people who terrorize communities and see if their way was better? Like, if you want me to do that, I could do that. We could go to every criminal in the world and let me ask let me ask you, bro. Do you think that stealing his iPhone was a better way? Just tell me. I would love to know. I would love to know.
But go ask a far left person. They're gonna feel the same way about the government, or a far right person. They're gonna feel the same way about the government, Sam. Go ask one of them extreme ways. They're gonna feel the same way about the government, correct?
Yeah, boy.
But what are you trying to say though, Rad?
Preach.
You're crazy. Sam is crazy. Listen, I don't understand what I don't get it.
Preach. I have no idea what Rad is talking about. So let's move on. Let's move on.
Crazy.
I have no idea what
Sam is making me use these examples. I'm trying to say something. I'm trying to say,
I know.
Let me do this.
Dealers and the government is looked at the same in this argument.
Okay. Listen. Since we've been doing that, we can forward how y'all weekends was doing, because Rad weekend was wild. It was a wild weekend. But let me ask y'all this.
Big ZD looking at.
I'm not.
So
I
listen,
am not, bro.
Listen, and maybe
I just thought I made perfect sense.
No. But let's pause. If Deb is talking about trickle down economics, you can go the other way.
Yeah, that's a fact. I agree. So let me ask you this.
He didn't say trickle down economics. I don't know. Sam brought that in the conversation, and now we've been using it. But that's not what they're saying. They saying
that is exactly what they're saying. It's the most idiotic thing I've ever heard in my life. But since you brought up her,
so that's Sam once again, not me.
Since you brought up her, generally you have to be our age in order to know her, because she is not necessarily relevant right now. And I say that to say there's been like I guess a social media movement to say the least, or lack of a better term, of this hashtag of you had to be here or you had to be there. And I guess it's referring to whatever time you should have been, or you should have been there. Or no. That's World Ventures. No. You definitely had to be there.
You had to be there.
Oh, yeah. Listen.
I got some for y'all. I gotta know. I was doing it.
There for World Ventures. Wow. Oh my God. Matter of fact, we need to talk about that one day. But no, you had to be there. Was like, it's just big thing. Like, people have been putting up, whatever. I seen somebody put up like Nuketown from Call of Duty. Like you literally had to be there because it was it was crazy. Yeah, like so crazy. And we can say that to a myriad of things, but I wanted to bring that here. Like, what was maybe one or two things or whatever, like you had to be there, that kind of like stands out in your mind. Granted, I tried to do this exercise and I was gonna go first, but it's hard. Like it is hard to pinpoint.
I'm gonna go first. I don't know why I just thought of this. It was the Fabulous and Ray J beef.
Oh yeah,
Breakfast Club.
I had just got on Twitter. I had just got on Twitter recently, and I don't know. I don't think the Breakfast Club was even really like popping.
No,
yet.
it wasn't.
But out of nowhere, here come Ray J just going in on Fab. And I was like, yo, the money team, Ray J, they chumped Fab.
You saw that on Twitter?
I think I seen the video on Twitter of Ray J, whatever it was, video of him going in on Fab. And then Fab, who called into the Breakfast Club? Was it Ray J?
Ray J.
Okay.
He
so
said they
said,
Breakfast Club say all the time, yo, Ray J saved our show. They give him an award. They call him all the time. They say, yo, he saved our show.
Yeah.
He's their first viral moment. And they needed it.
That's why I think a part of it is like that replays itself a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like contemporary people probably know that story because they literally talk about it all the time. Like on the anniversary, they bring it up all the time.
Oh, do they?
Yeah. So I mean, part of it is what you're saying is you had to be there on Twitter at that time.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Right. You know what I mean? Like that was a
great.
significant time in Twitter. But yeah, I get your point.
You got some else?
Oh, you had to be there, Twitter.
I don't know. I'm thinking of something.
On the strength of that too, you had to be there, like World Star. Like when Mike said Twitter, like like when World Star first happened.
Rich just knocked out both these boys. Rich just knocked out both these boys.
Yeah.
Me and Mike was watching that video for like 2 hours straight. It felt like, bro. We was like, yo, he really just knocked. He really just knocked both these boys.
Let me say this before we get into that.
Oh no,
everybody involved.
Right.
That was a tragic situation. Like a lot of fallout happened because of that.
Sorry.
I want to make light of that situation because it's not.
No, that moment we talk about.
Yeah,
that's that moment.
Yeah,
I mean, we talk. That moment was crazy. Literally, and it was World Star Buffalo. We on Cortland, Delavan, right? Like that's the store we go to. That's the gas station you go to. If the other joint like closed, like. We know that. You know what I mean?
My boy D was the one recording. It's like, yo, all of it was just crazy.
It's just crazy.
Wow. It's just crazy. Do you remember the it's not big, but it's thick though? You remember that?
Yes. Yo, at the hospital. Yo, that was wild too. That was wild too. That was wild.
I was me and Rap was because that was my guy PJ. Shout out to PJ. I could not believe it when it was him. But it's not big, but it's thick.
I said okay. So I mean, obviously, I said one thing I said was you had to be there for the ballroom. Like that. I mean, like I know, like a lot of generations will say you had to be there for Paradise or you had to be there for this club and that club. But like I think for our
was crazy too.
But I'm saying for our generation, like I'm talking
Niagara Falls.
Oh, for sure, bingo time.
Oh yeah, I wasn't there.
Yeah. But
MySpace, you just had to be there. Had to be
there. But I'm saying
I was thinking MySpace.
The ballroom was crazy though, man. Like it was a moment. Like that was like it was a moment. And I remember like being underage and like even when money, like when he was able to get in there and had to pay all that money. Yeah, like that was like we wasn't even in college at the time. You know what I'm saying?
Chippewa used to be lit.
Yeah, you had to be there for Chippewa for sure. You definitely had to be there.
It's different now.
It's not the same.
It was a block party every Friday, Saturday, bro.
Them house parties was
for me. You had to be.
You can't believe you thinking like yo, my son would never go there.
Not Minnesota.
I was on just in Air Phyllis and like just people who have house parties and stuff.
Like,
yo,
I seen my first person get stabbed at a house party. Crazy.
Yeah, bro.
The basement drinks.
But Minnesota was like stuff you like. Why was you there? But you was there. Like you just
had to be there for the Juneteenth.
It was not crazy to be there, but now it's like that is crazy that I was there.
Somebody get
nuts.
I think the first person I seen get shot was at the Juneteenth. Like visibly,
and people kept going. But it was like you supposed to go, but it's like now it's like y'all are stupid. Like I'm not going.
You had to be there for little league games, like back in the day, little league.
You had to, bro. Back in the day.
No, you had to be there for all high, bro. Track meets, man.
All high track meets.
Yo, y'all do not. You know what I'm saying?
I missed it.
But like a lot of that stuff is, I mean, it's generational. Obviously, like everybody can say you had to be there for this, you had to be there for that. But like even before like cell phones pop, like when text messaging actually costs money to text, like you know what I'm saying? You had to be there for house phones.
House phones. Shout out to house phones.
For sure.
Shout out to house phones. Shout out to house phones. Mike did work. Mike did work on house phones. Mike did work on house phones.
Time Warner owe me some jacks.
Mike did work on some house phones.
That's what I'm saying.
I was at the corner store with the house phone. And the house shoes with the house phone at the corner store.
Listen.
Long range service.
Cordless joint. It worked that far?
Macking with the house phone.
My mom used to be pissed when I used to hit the dial-up drink on the AOL. She on the phone.
Oh yeah, you had to be there for that. You had to be there for AOL, bro.
Nah. You don't want to be there for the dial-up.
and LimeWire though.
For sure.
LimeWire days and
we were just talking about that.
Crosswire, LimeWire, all that whole.
All that, bro. You had to be there for that, bro. It was crazy.
Yeah, you had to be.
What's the joint? What King City with the CDs, bro? You just had to go every week get the mixes. Boss Dog, you had to go get the mix. You know what I'm saying? But all right, now it's like everything on your phone. Whatever.
And that's it. I mean, listen, it's a blessing and a curse, but like, cause like we went over each other's houses more than we did.
Every
like,
week, y'all
like,
at my house
like realistically, it's a blessing because we have a group message and like everybody's on it. And you don't have to physically be here for us to communicate, which obviously is amazing. And we thank God for technology.
Yeah, but it takes away.
Like that camaraderie of everybody going to Mike's house and having to convene there and like be there for hours on end. Like like, that's how you had. That was a group message. Like that's what that was.
Bro, I was literally yesterday just talking to Sean driving. I was like, yo, even after that, I was like, when after high school, I was like, we were just at Marky D house or Mike house or somewhere just there. If somebody just literally just had a camera, decided just to film it, we just started YouTube or something. We could have been, you know what I mean? Like,
could have been on.
We could have been, you know what I'm saying? But that's right now. But back then it was like you had to be there. You know what I mean? It was like, yo, if somebody just said, yo, let's record our stupid stuff we do and been on YouTube early, we would have had 10 million. You would have been on, you know? That's crazy.
When me, Rat, and Nut was on the carts in Walmart like at 2:00 in the morning.
Like, just wild. We were doing that. Bro, we were just doing that, bro. I mean, shout out to nobody should do this. Going around shooting people with paintball guns, bro. Wilding. Like, we were wilding out. Like, just wilding out. But that can be funny right now. Internet, YouTube, it's funny. Right. You know what I mean? So,
but that's why we so close. Like, we did all that shit together. Every weekend, I'm after basketball practice, at my house, 2K, going to Fat Boys, going to Raymondo's, getting food, back to my house, watching basketball. Like, we was just at my house all day. Like,
I remember that. Listen,
it was crazy. It's crazy. Your mom didn't ever charge us rent, bro.
Listen,
y'all all grabbed a pop off the stairs.
Freshman year,
I was there every day. Bro.
Freshman year, I remember the day, like when I went to the first time I went to Mikey D house. It was, I forget who y'all played JV because we wasn't on JV. I had broke my leg. Rad was there with me, and we went to Mike D house.
I want to say East for some reason.
Yeah, it was a JV game. I remember Mills was playing on that team, but like. Yeah. In that intermediate period of when the game started and when we had to go, like we was like, oh, where are we gonna go? And we was at Kinsley at the time. We walked on Cortland. I was literally on crutches. Like I was on crutches all the way to Mike Diaz, and we came back, and I forgot how we got home. Rad. I think I forget what happened. But anyways, but the point is, it was just the fact that it was like, yo, that's crazy. I think Lou. Somebody.
I think Marky D had the white
Oldsmobile.
Yeah.
Oh, the white one. The white one.
It was the interior was maroon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I knew something was maroon.
I think I made that.
Braves. That's Braves Marky D too.
That was crazy. Mills was alright. Yeah. I don't know what happened to Mills' game, but anyways, we can move on.
Yeah, y'all. That's crazy.
For Mills' high school basketball career, because ever since then, it was Unzo, bro. Freshman year, you had to be there for Mills' high school career basketball because that was it.
Yo, did everybody think you was a sophomore, Mills?
They did.
Most people thought I was a sophomore too. So
because I was like the only.
Most people thought I was a sophomore.
Yeah, because I hung with them too. So.
Yo,
I thought you was a sophomore. I'm like, he's playing. I just
what you call? You was a Buzz?
Yeah, he was a Buzz. And he was playing. He was good. I thought he was a sophomore.
Everybody
thought sophomores.
Everybody said, "Yo, you gotta see Mills."
Yeah, my guy Mills was a hoe. freshman year. I messed with Mills freshman year.
What you mean? I always came around when they tried to beat the freshmen up. I was throwing hands.
Yo,
I
see Mills in the hallway. Like, what's good, Mills? Like, he head nod me. I was like, oh no, this like we just won the championship, 12 or under, like last year. And now all of a sudden, now he go because he was.
But you had to be here. But you had to be there.
You had to be there.
But sophomore year on JV, when I was the man, we could talk about that later. And I had all the little shorties bringing me signs. Now Mel was like, "Oh, that's my cousin right there." Get out of here, Mel.
He definitely had everybody bring him.
I did not know he was your cousin. I didn't know
that either.
It's probably like senior, maybe.
So I went home. I told Marky D, I was like, "Yo, Mills acting mad, like." Crazy in school. Like,
I didn't know that.
Mills came by one day with his mom, and Marky like, yo, what's up with you? Like, you ain't showing the love to Mike. You know, Mills did.
Mills, did you play? You play summer league that year?
Oh man,
what year? Freshman year?
Yeah, going into sophomore year. I'm just saying, is that how we met? Did I think that's how we met.
I met you on a bus stop, bro.
Yeah,
he
but
played football too. He played football going to sophomore year. Too.
Not sophomore year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I know you met me on the bus stop. I'm saying freshman year, you met me on the bus stop. I didn't take the bus freshman year like that though.
Yeah,
we was only at Kittleton our freshman year. Sophomore year we went down.
No, we did. No, you're right.
It's still
when I started playing, because I did. When I started playing halfway in the season. I was taking the bus. Yeah. That's when we did the 3-on-3 tournament. Right.
Yeah,
that's when I played with Mr. Salon. I never did that again.
Yeah, you was baller. That's fire.
But that's when I was hooping. I was actually hooping.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, raw rap. No, we
won.
Later,
you had to
won, and I was like, who was? I was like, who was good? I was like, that's what I was. I was like, how do I always picture just Sam good? But I was like, I was good too. Like I was like, good.
Say that
Mike was good. Like I was good too.
You do.
I picture Sam being good. Right, but I was like, oh, I was good too, and Mike was. I'm like, oh, I was good too. Like we were good. Yeah, we was good. Like
so, Matt wasn't good. Is that what y'all saying?
No, we was a 3-on. Like you know what I mean. And Matt could shoot too. Obviously. I'm not saying like that. I'm not saying like that at all. And Mike had to float. Mike had to float.
I was the big Gordon floater. Yo, I can't float at all.
Mike had to float. Yo, that's what I knew Mike for the float. That's how it was. Every time he threw it up, it went down. I was like, he just got to the float. I was like, I was tight. Ken Bailey days.
Yo, you had to be there.
Be there for Ken Bailey.
You had to be there. Prima Pizza, man. You had to be there. All that stuff.
All right, we wild. We going too deep. You
had to be there on Freshman Friday when they wet up Chippewa, man. That was wild.
That was Tony and them. That was Tony, wild. Rico and them.
Yeah, it was wild.
So we gonna get into there because I got something
Unforgettable. Remember Unforgettable had to be there.
No, you had to be there for Mark Joint.
For Mark Joint, rest in peace.
Definitely rest in peace, man.
So let's get into it. That's a good place to stop. RIP Mark. So let's talk a little football before we get into the NBA. Some big story happened in the NFL. JJ Watt signed with Arizona, 2 years, $31 million, 23 guaranteed. Right? He was, the Bills was in on it. Shout out to the Bills. Get your overdue Bills merch now.
For sure.
Then Green Bay was in on it. Maybe Pittsburgh. It was like 9 teams, but they said Bills were like the closest one besides Arizona, and it probably came down to dollars. But he did go to Arizona. So what y'all think about that? What's your opinion? Did he make the right move in your eye?
I think it's a good move for him.
But is it the right move?
I mean, he has the end of his career. He's the end of his career. I think he can strive there. Opposite him, you got another number one defensive end. Was it Chandler Jones or something like that? Yeah. So I mean, that takes a lot. That takes some pressure out, off of him. So I think he can have a good season there. You probably can see an old JJ Roth there. Somebody maybe giving you, I don't know, a good high sack season, a lot of pressure. His name might pop more than his little brother name this year. That's all I'm saying.
Really? I highly doubt that. But I
don't know if he's on the field enough to outplay TJ.
I think it's a great move for him because he cashed in. He got his money, and he's probably gonna miss like 6, 7, 8 games. He's old. His arm's gonna hurt.
Season, bro.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm glad that the Bills didn't get him. Because at the end of the day, like it is legit over. It's what they call over for him. He's gonna have like a game or two where he's gonna be like, oh man, the old JJ Watt, we see flashes. But when you look at the season in totality, you're gonna be like, okay, 5 sacks, he missed a ton of games, he fleeced them at the end of the day, but good move for him. Terrible move for Arizona because at the end of the day, it's different for NBA stars than it is for NFL stars. It's very tricky to win a NFL, championship. It's not like it's so many things have to go right. And with Pat Mahomes, if you didn't go with Pat Mahomes or, Tom Brady, then, it's a crapshoot anyway. So good for him, though, for getting his money. And he can go home and chill.
Especially with, like, the defensive players. I don't think they are held – like, quarterbacks is rings or nothing. But for defensive ends, nobody like, yo, show me your ring. Nobody doing that. Like
he hit first ballot. He hit first ballot, one of the greatest defenders of all time. I get that.
I won't go that far.
He is. He one of the best of one of the most recent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think he. It's weird because I've never seen this before. For somebody get cut and then get $15 million a year, like. And be this old, it kind of was just rare. It's just like, wow, he got a lot of money just to been cut from a team. Why would if that much value, why would a team cut him like that?
But he actually be cut though.
I know that. I'm just saying, but okay. But if a team still thought he was worth $15 million a year, I'm not cutting you. You know what I'm saying? So it was like a
we're gonna talk about that next too.
Just a lot of money for whatever. I just never seen it like this before. I never seen it happen like that.
Do you pay for knowledge and wisdom? Do you pay for that?
No, you go get a coach.
Nah, you don't
pay $2 million.
You get paid, but not premium. $15 million a year. That's premium. That's a premium position. No matter where you wide receiver, like anybody making $15 million a year is a premium position, and you need to be in the top 5% of your actual position. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I don't know.
It's a different sport.
A lot of money.
But actually, a lot of money for Atlanta Hawks. They paid Rondo to tutor Trae Young, and it's going terribly wrong. You know what I'm saying?
But if he was getting top 5 point guard money, it'd be like, yo.
Well, he's not getting top 5 point guard money, but he's getting way more than what Rondo's worth. Like Rondo's getting like $15 million.
But it's the NBA though.
That's the NBA, Sam. That's not the same.
Yeah, no, but 50. If you're getting 15, are you going to name the players who's getting 15 per? We can line them up to Rondo.
How much is Al Horford getting? He getting like 20 something.
But he
a lot,
and he shouldn't get that either. I
mean, a lot of people get a lot of money, bro.
That's what
Otto Porter got $100 million deal. So
that's not right either, right? Like you can keep naming people.
We can name. I'm saying we naming people that's making 15 per. A lot of people, Sam.
And they shouldn't.
No. The cap is what the cap is.
We arguing who and shouldn't get money. We saying who gets money. That's all we arguing, Sam. That's it.
It's different. The NBA is different.
What I'm saying is you did argue that JJ Watt was getting something that he shouldn't have gotten, right?
No, I just said I never seen that. I said I never seen it. It was just interesting. I said it was interesting. I've never seen this before. And I'm just interested by that he got so much money and somebody cut him. He wasn't at the end of the deal. He just got cut. Why would the team cut him? Like it's just like a lot of money for him. I just didn't understand.
But they cut him because they tanking.
Yeah, but I just never seen it before, bro. Like NFL people, that's not in the NFL. NFL, like you're not just about to cut somebody if he's that good and you got him cheaper than anybody else can get him. You know what I mean?
Unless
like
something happened, because Kareem.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just because he asked to get cut, okay. So what?
A lot of people get cut every day. Yeah, right. All right, so I agree. I mean, he could have went. I guess took like the veteran minimums and went to KC. Went to Tampa, right? That's what I thought he would do, right? We see a lot of running backs been doing that. They get cut, go hop on the Mahomes bandwagon, go hop on the Brady bandwagon, go hop on a Rodgers bandwagon type of thing. So I thought that's what he would do to try to go get the ring. But I'm not mad at anybody getting that bag, especially
he got a bag.
All the teams that was in the running was Buffalo, Cleveland, Pittsburgh, and Green Bay. What do those 4 cities have that Arizona don't? And that's snow. So he said, I'm about to go to Arizona. I'm going to be warm. I'm going to have 30 million, 23 guaranteed in the bank, and I'm good. So I'm not mad at that at all.
I love it. Yeah, I love that.
I think he still want to be that impact player. He want to go somewhere that he think he can make that difference to get him a championship. I don't think he want one handed to him.
So did Brian Urlacher.
They were
you don't think they want one handed to him? Yes, they do. They all want one.
JJ don't want a handle.
But Mills, I hear what you're saying.
Everybody joins the Patriots or joins Like everybody does that, trying to go to because they want to get one. Deshaun Watson got two. Like he got two because he just wanted to get a ring. You know what I mean? Because
my thing is this, Mills. The last 5 years, JJ Watt only played 16 games in 2 of them. He played 3, 5, and 8. So in 3 years, he had 16 games total. And in the other 2, he was good. One, he had like 16 sacks, and in the other one, he had 5. So it's a 40% chance that he's going to play a whole season. Like Priest said, I don't think he's going to play a whole season. And then on top of that, it's a 50-50 chance as of now that he even will be good in that season. So the odds are not great for JJ Watt, I think, but he is only 31. He's not, he's Chandler Jones, Mills guy, Jordan Phillips. They got Patrick Peterson, they got Buddha. So they got players on defense, so he doesn't have to be the guy. If he could just make a play here and there to just get them over the hump, I think they would be good. But I don't think he's going to do that because I think he's shot. I think his body is done.
I'm just saying, but at $15 million per, all that sounds good, but then you say at $15 million per, it's like
$50 million per just to make a couple plays here and there. It's
crazy. Like,
come on, bro. You got to drafted maybe a rookie or got somebody on the open market to do that for way less.
Well, or he might be defensive player of the year. We'll see.
Nah, I probably won't. I think their biggest issue is their coach, anyways. So until they do something with that, good luck. But so let's stay with that team because Deshaun Watson asked to get traded, and they said hell no, go sit your black ass back down. So he said that he will never play for Houston again. Texas owner said no, he will remain a Texan. Who will blink first?
Yeah, that's funny though.
The Texans.
That's hilarious.
I think the Texans gonna trade him. He gonna trade him. I mean, I think the Texans gonna trade him. I know
they're gonna be forced to trade him though. They're gonna be forced.
I honestly, because it's like I think he gonna sit. Like I think he gonna sit, and you as the company, as the the bigger company, and for your value and trying to do whatever you got to do, you just can't let that. I don't know. I just think the totality. I think Houston Texans are just gonna take that hit. And because it's just a bigger hit than I think Deshaun Watson. I don't know. I just think Texas gonna trade him.
History says that Deshaun Watson will blink first. Because I can count on my hand the times of a player doing this and it working out in his benefit. So I think if I'm not mistaken, I think this is the same Texans owner who's racist, right? This is that same guy.
McNair, right? I think so.
I think it's him.
Probably.
Yeah. Well, they are racist, but I'm just saying
he's a billionaire and he's in Texas. I mean, it's a great chance.
I think that they. What I mean about it is, I think they had like something had happened where it came out, like it was a story about him doing something. Whatever.
That was a Tennessee one. That was a Tennessee dude. Can't let the inmates run an asylum or something like that.
That was Tennessee.
I thought it was. It could be Steve McNair.
I think it was the Texans. I think it was the Texans.
Okay.
So
just Steve McNair rat.
Yeah.
He said like 3 times. Mike.
I don't know why. I can't let it go. But shout out to Steve McNair. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Sorry.
But if it's him, he might draw a line in the sand. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because
I don't think it's him. I think it was a Tennessee coach. Tennessee.
Yeah, no. It was Texans.
It was him.
Yeah,
it was him. I figured. Yeah, that's what it was. So I think he's going to draw a line in the sand, and it's not about Deshaun Watson. Like, you can forget Deshaun Watson. You can insert anybody name in there. It's like precedent is getting to a point where it's like, okay, if enough players start to do it, then it just becomes the norm. Check the NBA. Like, enough players just be like, yo, I want out. And they just letting people out of deals, man. 2 years in. It's crazy. So it's like, if Deshaun Watson does this and say, yo, I don't want to play for them, and something like who's to say the next player? Who's to say Patrick Mahomes say, yo, I don't want to be anymore? This is the first time
a quarterback. This is the first time. I think this is the most powerful player to do it.
No, Patrick Palmer did it. He was pretty powerful at the time. And he retired.
But I don't think he was on.
And he was white.
He wasn't Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson, the top 3 quarterback in the NFL. I don't think Carson Palmer was ever that. Correct.
I mean, like Carson Palmer was. At the time, like what we're saying is context.
I don't think he was 25 either.
True. What I'm saying is contextually at the time, this was. It was a huge story, is what I'm saying. At the time, it was.
I'm saying, but he got his way, obviously.
No, he retired.
Yeah, and got his way and got traded to the Raiders.
Carson Palmer?
Yes.
I think he just retired and the year just went by.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. I don't think did he play that year, Rat?
No, he didn't.
Oh, he didn't.
No, I'm saying he's retired.
He sat out, but it don't matter if you retire. They still, when you come back, they had to trade him to the Raiders, bro. They ultimately bucked and traded him to the Raiders.
But like retiring for a year is like,
that's what he's threatening to do. And I'm saying, who's going to blink first? I think the Texans going to, based on precedent, they're going to blink first and faster than what Carson Palmer did. No, because I think he's more powerful than Carson Palmer.
I'm saying is the president is on their side. Like you're saying one person as opposed to like millions of people.
But those running backs, those running backs.
But what I'm saying is, Deshaun Watson is not the only player to say.
And the cornerback just did it from Jacksonville. What's
Ramsey?
Ramsey just did it from Jacksonville. Le'Veon Bell just sat out a whole year and did it. We just named 4 people. I'm talking about like now quarterbacks are doing it. It's different now. It's even more different now.
What I'm saying is that we have a history of players falling in line.
Bro, we got Deshaun Watson, Russell Wilson.
You keep saying
2 out of top 3 quarterbacks.
I'm trying to tell y'all that these 2 are not the only quarterbacks that went out of a situation and didn't get out. I can't understand that,
bro. Sam, this is
like you're saying like quarterbacks did not want to get out. Like, what do you mean?
But name somebody you know in the public eye that clearly they want to be traded, and they name teams they want to get traded to.
That met with the coach and told the coach,
I'm never playing for y'all, God. Like, this is crazy. This is new. Nobody ever heard this.
Well, it generally don't go this far because they know that it's not going to happen. That's my point. So, like, what I'm saying is, is that the history shows us that the league has been in control. That's my point. So, would y'all agree on that?
Yeah, you like to go back to history, but it's 2021, bro. You got to look at what's moving and shaking now.
True,
and but like Watson is saying that he's never going to play for them again. I don't know what happened. It could be something so bad that, like, right, he would rather sit out than play for them. And you can't have that as a leader of your team. Like, right? We talked about this kind of before. If it's Zeke and he want to go to Cabo, come on, back up. You're in. If it's Dak, you can't have that. You can't have Dak sitting out and have somebody else playing. It's different.
I agree, but can you also have players just saying I want out and you giving into them?
Yeah, but you saying it's a slippery slope.
No. I'm just saying if I was an owner, I'm gonna say hell no, nigga. You gonna retire?
Yeah, you gonna say no, but
I know because
Russell Wilson is a different.
I don't care about Deshaun Watson because I know like the fans are still going to come. Like when we open back up, my stadium is going to be full. If Tommy Savage is playing.
You can't.
I actually know that because Tommy Savage played and my stadium.
No. I know. But my point is that I can't do that. No. What I'm saying is that the fans will come. I'm not saying they won't come.
So then the money not gonna stop.
I'm not talking about. But my point is this: if the Texans want to run a legit business, if they are in here to try to actually win the football games, you can't have this public dispute with Deshaun Watson, because then you how are you going to get big time free agents to come there? Why would they come there? Besides, unless you're going to overpay them,
it's money, right?
Unless you're going to overpay them,
right? Mike.
Unless you're going to overpay them,
it's not. At the end of the day, it's not going to be worth all the collateral damage of that. Yeah. It's just like, bro, just get him out of there. Let's get all the picks. Let's get a quarterback back, 3 first rounders, and let's just move on and try again. You know what I mean?
I agree. It's easier to settle, right? That's what you're saying.
That's what always easier big to settle. Businesses do. What?
Yes, they settle, but they do settle. But there is a point of no return. And what I'm saying is, there is going to be a point where the owners are going to come together, and the league is going to say, "Okay, at what point do we put this to a stop?" That's all I'm saying. Like, I don't know if it's this time. It could be the next time. But at some point, they're going to say, if this keeps continuing, then we don't have control of our players or the league.
So you saying they just gonna they'll have to make the best quarterback. They're gonna have to make Patrick Mahomes retire and never play back in the NFL ever again. That's what I mean. Ultimately,
what you fail to realize is players are like, there will be another, not Patrick Mahomes, there will be another great quarterback.
I'm talking about in the midst of it. I'm talking about.
What I'm saying is,
Patrick Mahomes retiring from now on, never playing again,
and that's fine. But
time is like NFL.
Yeah, no, people, but like, are you going to stop watching the NFL because of that, Rat? No. So I mean, like,
I think Rays went down when Tom Brady got hurt.
No. I agree that, but I'm saying over time they went back up.
I'm saying Jordan leaving damage the league. It's just going to damage the league.
I mean, anytime that happens,
I think the Texans need to trade them because this is public dispute, and if you to win a championship, you can't just overpay. And this is what the problem the Bills had. The Bills could never get free agents that wanted to come there. If they wanted somebody, they had to give somebody $50 million to come that wasn't that great. And at this point, no free agents are just coming there. I don't think top free agents is coming there. If you treat Deshaun Watson, a young quarterback like this, how are you going to treat me? But if you want to get some middling free agents, you can. But it might cost you top dollar now. And that's no way to run a successful team. And we all know that. Like, we can agree to that. So if the Texans want to say, I'm willing to, for the NFL, I'm willing to ruin my team and potentially I'm not getting any good free agents and just solely building through the draft, then yes, that's a hill for them to die on. And I think that's stupid. But that's one less team the Bills have to worry about. So I'm happy with that. So Rad mentioned Russie. Let's talk about him. Russie said he prefers the Saints, Cowboys, Raiders, and Bears. But he didn't ask for a trade. He's not asking for a trade, but he prefers the Saints, Cowboys, Raiders, and Bears. Where do y'all want him to go and why?
Out of those teams?
Yep.
I personally like him at the Saints. I was thinking Cowboys, but I just that's Dak's team. Like I want Dak to come back, and I want Dak to pick up where he left off.
Man, they already said they ain't paying Dak. they already back at it.
I saw, and Dak said he want to be paid like Pat Mahomes got paid. But
did he?
Yeah, he did.
He said right around Pat Mahomes.
Yeah,
that was a Dak.
But I just like Dak there. Like, I mean, he was a great quarter. I mean, I feel he got unfinished business. That's just me personally. And I like the Saints. I mean, they're becoming like my second team.
Because Kamara.
I like them, man. And I think they got that package. They got that total package that Russell come in and he'll fit perfect. Don't get me wrong. I mean, he's not no Drew Brees, but he can throw.
Drew Brees was no Drew Brees last year.
He can throw the long ball, and they got those weapons. He was throwing at DK. He can throw that to Mike T. You know what I mean? He can throw that to Emmanuel Sanders. And then you add, the running game with a dominant running back, and they already got the play action because he good with the play action because he run like a 4.6. You know what I mean? I think he just fits good there. Play action. He don't got to worry about trying to make too many plays on his own. Got a good running attack. And the play action will work perfect when you got a dynamic wide receiver core. They have great receivers over there. Young receivers, tall, fast. They got a mixture of all of it. And I think he'd just fit real good there.
Yeah, I think football-wise, the Saints is a no-brainer. Their defense is really good. They got weapons. They can get more weapons. Kamara locked up. So football-wise, if he all about rings and stuff, he already got one. But if you want to be, if that's his motivator thing, then yeah, do that.
You got loud as hell.
Yo,
Did I?
You just got so loud, like out of nowhere. I'm like, yo,
like my mic just spiked.
Your mic, turn it down.
Crazy. Yeah, you do that every podcast, right?
Yeah, that was crazy though.
Yeah,
right now.
Yeah,
I'm still loud.
Nah, you good. Maybe you just moved in. You just started talking real loud.
Oh yeah, possibly,
maybe.
But
but just for my point, yeah, I think the Saints. The Saints. I think the Saints football wise is definitely the better place. But I think ultimately I think the Cowboys is the best spot for him. You know what I mean? On some just being a quarterback of the Cowboys. What that means, like long-term wise, he's gonna make the most money there financially. I think Sierra from Houston, I'm from Texas, his wife. And it just huh?
Oh, you can go.
Oh yeah. I think she's from Texas as well. I think Sierra from Texas as well. And it just financially branding, if he care about that if that's more important long-term. I think the Cowboys makes way more sense, because that's, the former quarterbacks, Cowboys, the good ones, Romo and Aikman, they in a booth making $15 million a year, and being an analyst. If that's the route he's trying to go and be worth $500 million in you know what I mean, whatever, then do that. You know what I mean? So I think I would lean towards Dallas Cowboys because that means more for my brand, especially if he can get them to a bowl or something. So.
I agree. I think the Dallas Cowboys is a good place too. I think they should swap. Dak should go to Seattle. He should go to Dallas. I think that's a fair trade. Yeah, that's all.
I like that because I think right, I like Dak fantasy wise because he throw 500 yards, but as a football player, I don't think he should be throwing that much. So going to Seattle when they are run first, and Pete want to get back to that, I think it'd be better for Dak. And for me, I agree with y'all. The Cowboys. I really don't care about like the football X's O's who they got there. For me, it's more selfish reasons, right? I've never seen the NFL when the Cowboys are great, right? When the Lakers are great, it's better for football. I mean, the basketball. We all can agree with that. When the Yankees is great, it's better for baseball. I think we can all agree with that, right? We've seen the Yankees win championships. We've seen Lakers win championships. Cowboys been terrible, but for some reason they still got the best fans. I want to know what it's like when the Cowboys 16 or 15 and 0 going and wins, go to 16 and 0. It's probably nuts. It's probably nuts. So I'm curious to see how that is. I want to see the team with the most fans be like the best team. I think it's just better for sports, and I think it's a villain that you can have. People still hate the Cowboys, and they've been terrible our whole life, pretty much. Besides when they beat the Bills, I want to see them when they are really, really good.
I think it's going to create more fans because I like Kobe and happen to be a Laker too, but I'm a big Derek Jeter fan. Like I watch the Yankees to this day. I don't watch baseball, but I will watch Yankees. I know the Yankee players. I know who they, I keep up with the Yankees for some reason because of that time. Derek Jeter and when they got A-Rod, just all that time I was there. Like I just was there. Mo, I just know the whole thing, you know what I mean? Because they were so dominant and so good at the time where I kind of just paid attention. So I think the Cowboys gonna have that reach, and if they get that dominant spot, they gonna that new fandom gonna come.
I don't want to say that they are bigger than the sport, but it's like close.
Bro, they worth $6 billion, bro. That's
what I'm saying. Like those Lakers, like that brand, the Lakers, Boston, Yankees,
Cowboy brand is crazy.
Red Sox. And in football, it's like Cowboys, and it's nobody really next to that as a brand. In football, I can't think of anybody that's close enough as a
Steelers,
brand. Maybe Steelers, but
the Patriots, bro.
No, that was Tom Brady.
It's been a past.
I mean,
I'm saying is, if you ask somebody that's 18 years old, they would say, "What's the biggest franchise?" They would say the Patriots.
Who from the Patriots is like doing stuff?
It doesn't matter. The brand of the Patriots. It doesn't matter. Like they just won 6 rings, Mike. You can't deny that. No,
I'm talking about the brand.
We in it, so we might not see it. But
the Cowboys have been terrible for 20 years.
Yeah, so they're irrelevant.
No, they are not irrelevant. The Cowboys are still not irrelevant. The Cowboys still not irrelevant.
What I'm saying
they're the most relevant team.
When I'm talking about relevance, I'm saying that as those people die out, they will become irrelevant because the people like
I'm talking about the people.
If you like even in our generation, if you ask me right now, who's the biggest team in football? Like in the past, like I would say the Patriots. Would you not?
You would say the best team.
What I'm saying is the team that had the most publicity, the team that we heard day in day out.
My thing is, if the Patriots are terrible for 20 years, I don't think nobody's calling them America's team anymore. If they're terrible for 20 years, straight from here on out.
I know, but when you say that, I don't call the Cowboys America's team. Do you?
Well, I don't use that term, but people.
Okay, do. So I don't. I mean, but you're saying white people do. Like some white person named that, and now
it's a lot. I don't know. It's a lot of.
No. We actually know who came up with it. A white person did. That came from somebody. Like it's not. No, it's not. Y'all actually know
what's
that.
The point? What is the point?
My point is we don't call them that. Like that's
just being the most popular team. It don't matter.
When you say popular, what culture are you referring to? Because nobody in our culture says that they're the most popular.
Bro, this is football. We talk about NFL.
Bro, a lot of people like a lot of people, a lot of fans, I know a lot of black people fans that just like Dallas. Like a lot of people from a lot of OGs from our city, not super Bills fans. A lot of them,
they OGs too. I'm glad you said that. You can move on, Mike.
So let me see, but I don't think the Patriots brand is not that. The Patriots, they were terrible this year. If they don't get good soon, I think it's going because the Patriots they wasn't even good before Tom Brady, right? The brand it was kind of a laughing stock before Brady got there. And now Brady left and he just went somewhere else. I don't think the Patriots brand is not on that level. I hear what you're saying. We'll see if they get free agents. Because Cowboys still.
No, I think it's still the Lakers, Yankees. Those teams, Lakers.
I'm not denying that. What I am saying
even
is
Celtics maybe.
I
think Oakland. I think it might be. It may be Dallas
Raiders,
than Oakland.
No, Raiders.
New York is Raiders.
The Knicks is bigger than most of those teams though.
The Knicks is a big brand,
but
Raiders are bigger. Raiders is bigger than the Patriots. I think.
Y'all saying that because I mean we're naming big cities, right? But my point is
that's part of it.
Oakland. I mean.
Okay, I guess you would say the same thing because you would say like the Chicago Bulls, they're not as relevant.
No, they were great when MJ was there, but they're not the Lakers or Boston.
But they are still like the third highest team as far as like what they're worth in the NBA.
Yeah, but they don't got like it ain't just diehard Bulls fans because of that. You know what I mean? It's like Lakers.
But that's different though because they're a diehard Jordan fan, so that the basketball is different from football.
Yeah, that's
so we can't really compare the two.
All right, so I guess real quick, if I had to bet, what would you choose? Both stay or both get traded, as in Watson and Russie. Both stay, both get traded.
I think 1-for-1. I mean, I want to say 2 because it's just
both stay,
like crazy.
Both get traded.
1-for-1.
No, it's no 1-for-1. What are you talking about? I'm asking you, are they both? You got two options, right? Either they both are staying,
he's not going to change,
or they both are going.
Why would I don't agree either one.
I'm asking you. Yes, I'm asking you. That's the question.
I wouldn't bet either one.
Okay, I understand that. I understand that. How would say? So you betting both stay?
Me too.
Even if Deshaun don't play, I'm betting both stay.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, I don't know. I just wouldn't bet that.
All right, Rat. That's not the question. Are we on doing logic here? I'm obviously yes. I don't think you can even bet this.
Right. I don't think any of us would bet that.
Yeah, but obviously I'm just saying.
I would bet one will go.
Okay, so then you would bet that both will go. Okay, if you're saying one is going, there's no reason that you would bet that both are staying. If you're saying one is going.
Okay.
Thank you. That's all. Rav's being difficult. All right. So y'all,
you want to accept my answer? That was difficult.
No,
I was saying
I'm definitely not accepting.
That's difficult, not me.
So have y'all ever had a flu game?
Do a broken heart count as flu?
Sure. I would allow that.
Yeah, I was the worst game I ever experienced, bro. I was tight.
Were you good?
I was just like, do y'all remember that 2 weeks in high school I wouldn't talk to people?
We're talking about
that time.
Yes, we remember it, right?
Yes. I had a football game. I had a football game in the middle of that, and it was the worst game.
We remember.
I streamed that Matt.
But Rad, that's not a flu game then.
I just said,
he actually had a really good game. like that's what I think. That's the question, right?
No. What? No, just a flu game.
Jordan flu game. But the Jordan flu game is the flu game because Jordan actually was amazing. He was.
I wasn't amazing, man.
Yeah,
but I wasn't.
I know.
That doesn't constitute it because
I'm allowing that because only reason I asked.
If I had a flu game, I was terrible.
But what I'm saying is the flu game wouldn't be the flu game if
Jordan
didn't go off.
No. I heard what you're saying, but I'm actually not preach because the dude Andrew Hawkins said my second year in the league, wild card on playoffs versus Texans, I got sick as fuck, 102 temperature, had to switch my room so I wouldn't get AJ Green sick. All I was thinking is I'm going to be my MJ flu game. He said I had 2 catches for 15 yards and a fumble. We lost. So like that. So that was his quote unquote flu game. I'm asking y'all that's it. Just asking that whether y'all was good or not. So you was terrible in that game?
I was terrible. No, we just played bad and I was into it. I didn't, and it was just I think it was a McKinley or Riverside. We just got smoked. Matt did something stupid. I screamed on Matt. It was
I remember that.
Bro.
I remember. I think I took you home after that game too, right?
It was terrible, bro.
So. How about y'all boys? Y'all boys ever have a quote unquote flu game?
I had a flu game. It was actually doing track season, and I actually did pretty decent. Nah, it was my freshman. Was it my freshman? It was my freshman or my sophomore year. I was actually running. Like when I got higher up in my senior junior year, he made me strictly a shot putter because I dominated in that sport. But I was actually a sprinter one of those years. I can't think of the year.
Yo, I know junior year you was a sprinter because y'all got smoked. Mills got smoked on the 100 in 1 year.
Oh, that's not Mike. That joke was crazy. They had me. Listen, they had me against.
I was
Willie
the fastest
Burnett.
in the silly.
It was Willie Burnett, Who was the dude?
Last
name Bell.
It was dude from Bennett. The dude from Bennett. The tight end.
No, Arvin smoked y'all.
Arvin Bell. Listen, it was Willie Burnett, Arvin Bell,
and
Mookie, and me. Open 100, bro. Check it. Mookie smoked me, and they smoked Mookie by like 3 seconds, bro.
Yo, hilarious, bro.
I was there. I remember that.
The wide receiver from McKinley. What was his name?
Willie Burnett.
You said
Willie Beeman.
Yeah, he was.
They smoked Mook, and
Arvin Bell came out
me.
of nowhere.
That was crazy.
Yeah, it's true. Needless to say that I was the fastest in the city. Needless to say,
I don't think Chili's ran track, but
it was a dude. It was a dude.
Right? Yes, I was the fastest in the city.
It was also a tight end from Bennett who beat Willie Burnett.
Yo, wait, stop. Let's stop. I was the fastest in the city. I have the medal to prove that I was the fastest in the city. Like, we gotta stop that. Can we all agree on that? But yes, nigga, all high. I won a gold medal. Yes, me. Okay. And I guess my flu game would have been because Coach Sardo pushed me too far. He did. He made me do the triple jump, and I pulled my quad. I like, honest to God, for all West, I was the second fastest person in Western New York. That is a fact. It's not I didn't make that up. It was just straight facts. We asked Dante Tipio. You know what I'm saying? We got Marluco.
Yo, you are wildin'.
Mills.
Mark Luco Mills? Mark Luco. No, that's not Mark Luco. What's the other dude who had the bigger head who was a runner?
Yeah, mad people. Oh, you talking about short. Yeah, he was real smart. That's my guy.
That's the dude that gave Mills $500 at the casino. Can I say that?
He gave you $500 at the casino?
Yes, Mills.
When I went to the casino back in the day, this dude was eating at the casino, bro. He like, yo, you Andre from Tech? I'm like, yeah. He gave me $500.
That was my guy.
He won like 20,000.
I ran cross country with him.
Oh my god! What was his name?
Yes, him.
What's his name?
You. I don't know.
That was my hold on.
I figured that out.
He was at our lunch table too. I think.
He was really smart. It was a good dude, man. He was going to be a doctor. He's probably a doctor right now, honestly.
Yeah.
If y'all got him as a doctor, shout out to him.
Yeah. Shout out Megamine.
He had the wallop head too. But wait. Let me clarify this for the people so y'all can understand. I was definitely the fastest person in the city. That's a fact. I actually got the tape to prove it. My father was there. And also when we
was there. We skipped school.
Yeah. So I don't think you talking about the Western. Oh, well, I had put my quad at the time. That's a fact. But everybody that I raced at that point, I beat them except the dude from Niagara Falls. So, and Mills, you know that. I don't know why you saying that you didn't know that.
I don't think it was like that, but okay.
So my God, you know all right, man.
Let me give y'all the stat line for Jordan flu game. And then I will let y'all tell me if my game constitutes as a flu game. So Jordan stat line, 38.7 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals, 1 block, including a 3-pointer with less than 1 minute left in the game to give Bulls the lead that they did not relinquish.
We could just say no.
So that was the flu game.
We can say
so.
No.
So from my flu game was sophomore year on JV. We was playing Emerson. I was sick as hell the day before. To the fact that Bush let me go lay down. Preach wouldn't know because he was practicing with varsity for some strange reason. Bush let me lay down on a mat and sleep the whole practice. He like, yo, I don't go lay down. I need you ready for tomorrow. So the next day I'm still sick. Get to the joint, right? I had a terrible game. We almost lost to Emerson. It was
Where
bad.
was this at?
At Emerson. But I hit a corner shot to go up 2 with like 30 seconds left to give us a lead that we also did not relinquish. So if we just looking at the not relinquishing the lead, I did make a shot for us to go up. But Rad, because Preach and I argued about this before. Who won the game? I made a 2 for us to go up. Then they went down there, did some Emerson BS.
Oh, I had to go to the line.
And they missed. And Preach got fouled and made 2 foul shots.
Me.
Who won the game?
I think I sealed the game.
Okay, so I won the game. You sealed the game.
Yes.
Can we agree on that?
I agree on that now.
See, and Preach older. His wise older.
I'm older now, yeah.
I played a lot that game too. I played a lot of games. Started.
Yeah, right. You play a lot.
Why were y'all in a close game with Emerson? They were
because Brad played a lot. You heard him. Right?
No, because Mike was terrible. Mike was essentially like the leader scorer.
Yeah, but that's my next question. Rad,
Mike was the lead scorer. He was like
was that not the best or / most valuable player on that team?
Absolutely not. Not even.
I wish I played.
That is the most insane thing you ever heard in your life.
Mike was the most consistent player on the team.
Okay, I would take that.
That does not mean he was the most valuable player.
But Mike was our best
JV.
rebounder and like top 2 in scoring every game.
I'm not denying that. I'm just saying
That's
that
a
Mike
fact.
wasn't.
That's
Yeah,
a fact.
but I'm not denying that. But
Not skill wise, Reese and you.
No, I agree. You was the most consistent. You were definitely the most consistent player. But what I'm saying
I was about 15 and 9.
Like Mike was like that. Like, yo, he made us like we're a good team because y'all two just gonna come do whatever. But Mike was like the third, like, yo, like he's good to not be a good team because of you know what I mean.
Yes,
you know what I mean.
Reese was the most talented player.
Y'all just come and playing with us. It would have been just like
we was mercenaries.
Mike was here with us and he's good.
We was mercenaries. Yeah. Seriously, we literally did not practice with y'all. Like that was
it was crazy.
I don't know.
That's why High Shaw was like.
You know what though?
High Shaw was
High Shaw averaged like 12 a game.
Yeah,
I would argue this. I would argue this.
High Shaw Davis.
Yes. No, he was
a junior. He
wasn't scared to take a shot. Like he would take a shot.
And that was bad too.
But that made him make shots though. It was like
scream at him all the time. I would say this
definitely could have been Mills. Definitely should have been Mills.
Now looking back on
it, I would have been better. Remember that game?
You played.
I came down to play JV.
Yes, Mount St. Mary's.
He didn't make it past that. He didn't make it past half court. He didn't make it past half court.
Mount St. Mary's, yeah. Mount St. Mary's.
He didn't make it past half court.
20 and 20 that
game. He didn't make it past half court. It was nuts.
20 layups, 10 lips. That was crazy.
Priest played varsity that game.
That was terrible. That was my flu game. That was my
and that's the thing, Mills. If you was terrible, you would have had a trajectory because they said, "Oh, we gotta get Mills back, and we was gonna play Mills who never played you." That's what made y'all go back.
So bad. That was bad. I got a turnover.
They was playing zone, and you just couldn't figure out the zone. It was terrible.
No. It wasn't that.
It was terrible.
It wasn't that.
Sam, you couldn't figure out the zone, bro. It was terrible.
It wasn't that. It's not that I couldn't figure out the zone. It was
that
was my first time playing.
That's how it looked. I'm saying that's how it looked. It looked
but that was my first time playing. It was like, yo, this is a lot.
You looked as short. It was bad.
Your backcourt mate wasn't great either, though.
And that's what I'm saying.
Talk to Rashawn.
What I'm saying is when they put me in, though, and it's just a full disclosure. When they put me in, they didn't put me. I'm not gonna say the person's name, but my 2 guard did not help me at all. Like, and I'm not gonna. I would say that off air, but so
Mike said it.
No, he said Sean, but Sean didn't play with me. I took out Sean and I was playing with somebody else. It was like a second unit, and it did not help me. If I had another person there, I would have been fine. But since I literally had to run everything, and it was like that was a lot. Like it literally threw me to the wolves. I wasn't Jordan.
It's crazy, right? That I never even got a shot into sectionals to go up to varsity. I was shooting I probably was shooting like 55% from 3 on JV. Yeah, I couldn't even get a shot to go on varsity. While Mills was right.
It is the look because Mills looked like he should have been there. I'm not saying
no. I know.
Mills would have excelled. You know what I mean? Like, but he would have just.
But we had wings.
Excelled on JV. Like
we had wings. You know what I mean? We had wings on varsity. That was the problem. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Sean was.
But Mills looked like he should have been there. You know what I mean? Because he's big.
Yeah. But what I'm saying, shout out to Sean. That's my guy, 50. But he wasn't talented. Like, and the backup, like, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like. Bro. True.
Yeah.
No. He was amazing as a smart player. I'm just saying he wasn't like talented. So like. Clearly, like it would be like, okay, let's just see what we have in it. But like, I wasn't ready at the time.
Chuck was going crazy.
At the 2 though.
That was his junior year. Yeah, at the 2. Yeah. But I mean, I can shoot though. We'll see. But yeah, so I guess that was my flu game.
That 2 guard. I mean, just to get about high school, but that 2 guard position, it was the placement was to be great.
Yes, because absolutely right.
You know, the break you take off, so you should get
easy bucket.
Nelson have 20 points a game.
No, he didn't. Nelson did not have. That's why Nelson was so bad.
Some games.
No,
Nelson
had one good game.
When y'all left, and Strug came to be that guy.
Oh yeah,
Strug was giving you 20.
If you could score on some level, like
Strug was scoring.
I averaged like 10 points a game on junior year on varsity off the bench, just coming in and Preach giving me easy layups. And I hit 1 3. I'm at 10.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like that. that position. I honestly, Mills' downfall was our offense. It didn't cater to any of his strong suits. Like and we didn't understand positionless basketball as we understand it today. If we would understand positionless basketball, Mills would have been 10 times better because, like, we would argue like where would we put Mills? Like we at a point where Mills was like he was playing a 5.
I was a center. I was a center.
Like,
yo, right? I was at 2. Mills was a center.
It's like that doesn't make sense, like in any way, shape, or form.
For context, Mills is 5'8", so it's a funny thing.
Mills is 5'8".
People laughing.
If y'all play like Mills was Muggsy Bogues size playing the 5, like he was checking 6'8" players. It just
Mills changed the game. Mills, you changed the game.
No, that's legit.
Yes, that's
Mills was PJ Tucker before PJ Tucker, man. That's a fact.
Mills changed the game.
Oh my god.
Yo.
That
was wild. Now looking back on it, we was wilding,
bro.
Well, come on, who are bigs? No, Matt. Matt was a 5. Cherry was a big. Who else did we have as a big on that squad?
That was a problem. We should have just went small ball though. We should have just went small ball.
I hated playing the 5.
But the thing about it was the league, we didn't know that. We didn't know that everybody was going to be shooting threes and like nobody understood that. I did. Well, we were remember because in practice we was pulling up.
After that.
But we was pulling. No, he did. It was dribble drive. It was more so dribble drive, and our team didn't suit that either. Because I was the only driver. Like, I mean that didn't
Reese
make
sense.
You
and Reese.
Not to say that Reese couldn't, but you get my point though. Like it wasn't like kick out, drive, kick out. We didn't have that type of thing. Like when I would kick off the Michael drive, so I would just cut him off because he just wasn't fast.
In the chest. Now, for one, I wasn't driving. You gave me that shit was up.
He let it go.
That shit was up.
That's still dribble drive though.
That shit was up. That shit was up and it's stuck. So all right. So let's talk a little NBA. So we talked about the season, how y'all felt about it so far. Let's talk about a little dark horses. Who's your dark horse team this year? I got one yet?
I got Utah. I mean,
and Utah the number 1 team in the
yes, bro.
They are, but
you can't say
but they're not expected to keep that spot.
I understand that.
They're not expected to keep that number 1 spot.
No, I expect them to keep the number
they
one
will
record.
keep the number 1 spot. But they are not favorites to win the championship. I understand what you're saying, Mills. But it's like they are the number 1 team and they're playing the best basketball. But I get your point. So keep going.
Yeah, I mean, they are playing the best basketball. But yeah, nobody got them winning the finals, like you said. But if they continue to play their plan, I mean, I think they got the potential to do it. I mean, they was in the playoffs last year. It was missing Mike Conley a little bit. I think he would have been that player to get them over. They still probably would have lost, but I think they had a better chance of getting out of that round. And the crazy thing is, Clarkson is balling right now. Like he having a good game. He having a good season. And you see players that play in other areas, you be like, oh, they trash. And then you put them in a good system where they fit and they produce with good numbers. And I just like the way they gelling, over there. So I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they sneak and win the NBA final.
I'll be shocked. I don't know. Because I can't go as deep as I want because I don't think these teams that I'm thinking of going to actually win. I know a team they should be projected got good players like the Clippers, but I don't know. I think people was down on the Clippers. This year.
I'm not giving you Clippers a dark horse. We gave Mills Utah. I'm not giving you Clippers.
Then there's no dark horses for me. Then I don't think nobody besides
it was tough.
Brooklyn, and the Lakers.
I'm not giving you Brooklyn. Okay.
I'm saying not. I don't think nobody outside of those. I don't think nobody outside is going to win that.
I agree.
It's like nobody else for me.
You got one?
I think I'm a rat. I mean, I could say the Suns. I could say them, but I don't believe that in my heart. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I could say that, but
I could say Philly, but hell no.
I could say Miami. I could seriously say every team, but like, but Philly's not a dark horse though.
Crazy.
But Philly's not a dark horse. They're number 1 in the East, so it's like that's not a dark horse. Milwaukee, like you would say, like Milwaukee is third, like in a third, but that's not a dark horse. We've been looking at Milwaukee for like 3 3 years at least. You know what I'm
some
saying?
of these teams, at least one of these teams, you said got to be a dark horse.
Miami, I would say Miami and the Suns.
They were just winning last year.
True, but Miami sucks, and they would be still considered a dark horse now. Like nobody's talking about Miami.
I guess I'm gonna be the only one to have a real dark horse. I put down the Knicks as my dark horse. Not obviously they're probably not gonna win, but that's also the point of the dark horse. But I seen a stat.
Let me pick Charlotte.
My guy, you pick Charlotte. My guy Tibbs and D Rose. Tibbs without Rose, he got a 46% winning percentage. With D Rose, he got a 63%. Obviously, a lot of that was about 10 years ago. Doesn't matter. I don't care. Inside of the Julius Randle, he hit on my tickets all the time. So shout out to Randle. But the Knicks play defense too. So that's why I got them on my dark horse.
Shout out to Austin Rivers. He ain't playing no more, but you had to been there. You knew it.
Was that Maxey?
Austin Rivers supposed to. He was literally supposed to be like.
Was it Maxey? Was that Maxey Press back then?
Max Press. No. Max Prep.
No,
shout
I'm talking about
Max Prep.
The rookie that's taking all his time.
Quickly.
His last name Maxey?
Quickly. Maxey played for Detroit.
All right. Yeah, I'm sorry. Quickly nice.
Max Preps.
No. But Austin Rivers from it was crazy.
Remember Austin Rivers?
It was crazy. Then he went to Duke. It was crazy, bro.
It was crazy.
He was supposed to be the guy. Shout out to
y'all got any disappointments?
Yes.
Miami a disappointment to me. Miami.
Really? I figured I thought they just overachieved last year.
I guess you can say that.
Disappointment.
I'm glad you said that, and I think a lot of teams I would say is disappointments, but like compare it to the bubble. Jamal Murray is not good.
Yeah,
like we gotta
I said that,
and a lot of those players were saying it and it's true. Like because sometimes it's like if you play somebody in summer league or something like that. Or pass this dude was like
he had 50 this year too, though. He had 50 this year.
Yeah, he's not a terrible. He had breakout games before that, but Jamal Murray is not that. He's not that.
You called him a top 13 player when he was in the bubble.
In the bubble, yeah, you're right. but I mean, I'm looking at him. He's he may be top 37. Like you know what I mean? Like he's dropped significantly down. I don't know if he's better than Colin Sexton at this point in his career, but No, seriously. Seriously. The issue is a lot of those players that we seen, it was like they just overachieved. They did stuff they shouldn't have done.
I told y'all the bubble was different.
It is. And the fact that fans are coming back. Like people can say whatever they want to say. Fans changed the game. Like I don't it doesn't matter. Playing in an empty stadium or an empty arena and playing in an arena where it's 10%, 15%, 20%, like that's a significant difference. I don't care who you are. Like everybody knows fans, it's just a different element to the game. So as far as disappointments, it's tough to say because what we've seen, we knew wasn't going to be indicative of what we're going to see moving forward. But if I would say a team, the Boston Celtics, only from the standpoint of, I just feel so bad for Kemba Walker, man. You had to have been there. I remember calling Mike.
Oh my God, bro. When Preach called me.
Listen.
You had to be there for that.
That was one of the greatest plays I've ever seen on national television. Like,
bro,
watching that live made like that, like March Madness,
cardiac Kimba, bro.
Yo, my heart still jumps, dog. I in my mind, I say, I need to call somebody to talk about this.
Listen. I don't know. Priest didn't even know because I think I was supposed to be in school, but I didn't go. Big East. I'm watching the games. Preach had no idea I was watching it. He just like, yo, bro, you see? Yes, bro. He was yelling on the phone. I couldn't believe
Kim had a great year. That whole month was insane, bro.
That was the greatest run of all time.
That's the greatest run. That's the greatest run I ever watched.
Ever.
But Kimba run was the greatest.
That was the greatest run of all time. That was.
I like JJ. But Kimba, bro.
Kimba wasn't as good as Melo. Like in the grand, like you know what I mean. Like we actually knew, we thought that Melo was gonna be Melo.
That boy, yeah.
We didn't know Kimba was that nice. Kimba like no one knew that. He just got hot.
He just got hot. And that step back got
he's just
crazy.
Shout out to Kimba. Shout out to Shabazz, man.
Yeah, shout out to Shabazz.
He did it the next year.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
no, that was.
Because Shabazz and them came through Buffalo.
Yes, Shabazz and Ryan Boatwright and them boys, man.
Yeah,
man.
That was crazy.
And they had Daniels, number 5. It was somebody named Daniels.
Yeah, my cousin.
Yeah, Jeremy Lamb. They had Jeremy Lamb too.
Yeah, Jeremy Lamb.
No,
I was a big fan of Lamb.
But
I thought
was Kevin
Lamb
Ali.
was the next joint.
Was that Ali's second year, first year?
No, Jim Calhoun won the first one.
That was Calhoun.
And then Calhoun won the first one, and Ali won the second one. Which
so Ali
Napier and them boys.
Yeah, Napier and them boys.
Whew. All right.
Squad. Dallas. Dallas is a disappointment.
Dallas on my list.
I'm sorry, Mike.
That's what I was going to say. No, that's fine. Dallas. Okay. I don't know. With Luka, they got KP, Rick Carlisle, the coach, Cubans, the owner, right? They're supposed to be set up all for success. They got the pieces, they got the coach in place who already won one, the owner that's going to spend money. And it's just like, they're not in the playoffs right now. I don't know what's going on in there.
Didn't I talk about them? Did I say that Luka was trash and everybody screamed at me?
You said that he was white.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, they trying to trade KP. I mean, they looking for
are they?
I guess.
Yeah.
I heard the suitors to trade KP, and it's like, whoa, you know what I mean?
KP's trash.
Nick's got up out of that.
And yo, listen, like every trade that most people shot down was a good trade. Like when you look, like I don't want to say it was a good trade, but like they always shoot down the team. It was like for trade. Oh my God, you traded KP. Like KP has what has he done since then? We gotta start calling out trades 3 years in. Like yo, that was actually a good trade for that team. I know y'all screaming on him, but that was actually a good trade.
Like who? Because usually the best player usually win a trade though.
That didn't. I mean, when you look at like the Denver trade with the Knicks, who actually won?
Oh, talk about Melo and
I
mean, right now it ain't like.
I mean, you don't. I mean, but what my point is like I know we say those things, but when you let's look at it in totality, like.
We see.
But I think the Nets gonna win this one with higher.
Yeah. No, the Rockets
are gonna win a ring
right now.
Well, yeah. I mean that goes without saying. Like you literally traded a transcendent player in that moment.
Melo was a transcendent player,
but he didn't go with 2 other transcendent players that was on the team. That was stupid.
He should have been in Miami. That's a fact. He wilded out.
Well, back then it was still like, I'm gonna do it on my own a little bit still.
Yeah. He wanted that.
Nah, that was stupid.
He wanted the bread. He wanted the 5th year.
No, and he wanted to be in New York. Wait, and Lala from New York too, right? I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He from like somewhere off there. He
he played in Syracuse. Played at Syracuse, so
yeah,
he's from Peekskill.
Yeah, he's from somewhere.
Is he really?
I don't know. He's just
He didn't make the place up.
No, Peekskill is as a real place. What are you talking about?
Yo, Priest making up stuff. I'm crying. So let's get into a little basketball politics.
Hello from Brooklyn. Right? What are we talking about?
Is he from Brooklyn? I wasn't sure.
I was about to say he's from there. I said he's from there.
You said Peekskill.
I said he's from over there. From over somewhere. I didn't know if he's from New York.
I know he said I'm coming home when he went to New York or whatever. Or
he's from Brooklyn?
Elton Brand is from Peekskill, bro. Like Peekskill's a real place.
No, but he from Brooklyn?
Yes.
Melo?
That's what it said. That's what Wikipedia said.
We should know that.
We should know that.
We should know that, bro. That's crazy. I'm just saying, people like we know where, like we should know that. I just think we should know that.
Goodness, Rad.
Whatever.
Rad, where's LeBron James from?
Akron.
Okay.
I know Chris Paul from what? He from North Carolina?
He went to Wake Forest.
So I think Chris Paul from Durham. I know that for some odd reason, but I don't know Melo. I don't know Melo from Brooklyn.
From Philly, in Italy. Like Melo from Brooklyn would have been like Melo from Brooklyn, brother. He a New York hooper. He from Brooklyn. You know what I mean?
Chris Paul is from Winston-Salem, bro.
Oh, is he from Salem? Oh, whatever.
My point is, we can move on.
Vince Carter, North Carolina.
We didn't even know that he was really
AI
from New York.
Rad Virginia. AI from Virginia.
Rad said Melo.
I know AI from Virginia from Newport News
over there.
Yes,
but Rad said Melo is from somewhere around there. That's what he said. He didn't say New York.
Yeah, but I said it was close enough. I was good enough. I didn't think Brooklyn. I definitely didn't think Brooklyn. I would know that. I feel like I should know that.
We should know that. We should know that for sure. All right, so let's get into a little basketball politics for a little bit. I'm gonna start with the bean. It's Kyrie said that they need to change the logo to Kobe. Y'all agree with that?
Yes. Wholeheartedly.
I'm locked in.
Wholeheartedly.
Oh man, shout out to Bean. Right?
Why?
Yeah, I'm locked in.
Why do y'all say Kobe?
Well, one, because Kobe was one of the greatest players of all time. He's better than Jerry West.
Excellence.
We can all agree on that.
I agree.
And
greatest Laker of all time.
And I think that the moment and how things happen, I mean, just plain and simple, through tragic situations, you get monuments. It's just a fact. Like I mean, like if you look at the history of anything, through tragic situations, you get monuments, and this one is deservingly so. You know, he was a great ambassador for the game, spoke multiple languages. He literally raised an entire generation of kids like Kobe. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're not basketball, if you're not going to give it to Michael Jordan, then you have then like Kobe is the person. Like in my opinion,
Kobe made it cool. Kobe made it cool to be addicted to basketball.
Yeah, like he was a force of nature,
I can agree
man.
with that. But my first option would be Michael.
Oh no, I mean, if they did that,
he transcended it though.
Who, Kobe?
No, Jordan with the like it's like he's bigger than the symbol. He's his own symbol.
So I agree.
His symbol for the, you know what I mean?
And they can't do that. They can't.
Yeah, it's like he his own thing.
Okay. Well, we're gonna talk about that later. We're gonna talk about that.
He's bigger than the NBA. He is Jordan. You know what I mean? He's on football jerseys now. Like this man is just different. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's different. You know what I mean?
But he didn't, and also, and I don't want to put it like this because it's morbid, but he didn't die tragically. So and I know, I mean, that's just a fact.
I would say this, Preach. I don't think Kobe should get the logo because of that, right? Normally, like you said, it's monuments, it's statues. Normally, we build to people for stuff like that, right? But for me, I think he should be the logo for one reason. But like a little history on logos. Logos supposed to be simple, memorable, timeless, versatile, and relevant. And I think that's the most important thing. Because if you ask my nephew's generation and younger, who is the logo? I doubt they're gonna say Jerry West like we did. I don't think people even know it's Jerry West now.
But that's not fair. I gotta push back. Let me put. The only reason I'm pushing back on that is because we can say that about any monument.
I know.
We can say that about the Statue of Liberty. So I mean, it's like that. That's not that. Like, what does that mean? Like, that's the whole point of having monuments. Like in the Bible, they put stones in the ocean to say, when your children's children ask, what does these stones mean? That's when you tell them. So that's not.
I know, but
you get what I'm saying?
But this is not a monument. I'm not saying that we could change statues. You know, get a new statue up, and that's why I want to separate the two, because this is not. It's not like really in honor of Jerry West. Like if Jerry West died, I'm saying if he died tragically, I don't think we having this conversation.
That's.
But my thing is,
if Kobe didn't die, are we having this conversation? Yes.
No, we're not.
Okay. All right.
I don't want to just do it because of that. I mean, people. It's been talks about changing the logo though.
Yeah.
That's not a new conversation.
No,
so it was.
And I would have went with Kobe back then too.
So exactly. So, but I'm saying that you should update it. You should definitely do it because he did pass away. So if you want to do it because of that, that's fine.
No, not just because of that. It's just a factor. It's a factor.
Yeah.
I personally wanted to update it to Kareem. I liked the Kareem drive.
The hook.
I think that was just that shit. The NBA. He changed the league. Probably like the actual game of basketball, maybe the most. And
Kareem, he has the most points. Yeah.
So
yeah, I'm mad at that.
I thought Kareem, but then I went Kobe too. I was I thought it was one of the two. Now Jerry West, I understand it, but for the actual game, he, Kareem, a black man built it. Make the symbol a black man. I mean,
yeah, I'm definitely okay with that. I think it'd be dope if we Kobe. Right, they could sell a whole bunch of new stuff with the new Kobe logo if the NBA want to do that.
All the NBA socks.
Too. Yeah, with Kobe on there, everybody go buy all that stuff up.
It would be in their best interest.
Like that. Yeah, it'd be in the best interest. And then just like it's just Kobe, right? It's just dope. And then in 100 years, if they want to change it to somebody else, or 50 years, they'll change it to somebody else. I'm okay with always changing the logo.
No one wears NBA logo, right?
They would now.
That's what I'm saying. Like no one wears like the NBA logo. Like on socks, you would see Nike socks, but you don't see like NBA socks.
Y'all remember the NBA, all the NBA teams on clothes, sneakers, jeans,
had the pants,
had to be there.
That was a wild time for fashion. But I think the MLB should update their joint too. Might as well. I thought about putting Ken Griffey. I thought about the swing man, but
who's on there?
I don't know.
When I looked up, it said Harmon Killebrew, but they say it's not 100%. The dude that did it, he said he used certain people as inspiration. But if you put the dude on the logo, like the nose, exactly the same.
I would probably do Babe Ruth though. It's still a white.
No, Hank Aaron.
No, I was either between the two, Hank Aaron or Babe Ruth. I mean, Babe Ruth is still synonymous with baseball.
I honestly, to be fair, I would know Babe Ruth, like the chubbiness of him more than I would know. Like, it would be another one for Hank Aaron. I would know the chubbiness of Babe Ruth, and I think I wouldn't mind if he on there. Is my point. I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, I think the NBA, MLB, they should change the logo just to sell merch more. Mm-hmm. At the NFL, you really can't because it's just their logo is just
updated over time.
Yeah, just update it.
Everybody's the NBA joint been just like the 60s, right? Like 60-something, 68.
I don't know whenever Jerry West.
I don't think so.
No, whenever he began.
I don't think it had been that long.
No, I don't think so. So, all right. So let's take in some politics. Talk about a little LeBron. Somebody had his name in their mouth. Zitalan.
No, 1969. I'm sorry.
69.
Yeah. Pause.
Zlatan. I think it's Latin.
Zlatan.
Zlatan.
His name is Zlatan Ibrahimovic. So he has some comments about LeBron. He's a soccer player.
Some soccer player.
He has some comments about LeBron. He said that he's phenomenal in what he's doing, but I don't like when people have some kind of status and they do politics. I play football, soccer, because I'm the best in playing football. That is the first mistake people do when they become famous and they come in a certain status. Stay out of it. Just do what you're best at because it doesn't look good. What you think about his comments?
I'm actually interested in hearing
Ibrahimovic.
You and Sam. I'm actually interested in hearing you and Sam because I know you want your athletes to be aligned with your message, so you prefer them. You know what they say, you prefer them. But I know Sam saying, I want to hear politics from politicians. If you play sports, I know Sam say, I'm not saying you're gonna pick that side now, but I'm saying I know I heard you say that. Does this align with you?
What I said was I said I prefer my messages to come from certain people. Preference. That doesn't mean that you cannot do it because I understand there's a sect of people who listen to you. I was referring to like the Tupacs of the world. Like I'm not like that. Like that type of rap doesn't get me like, oh my God, I'm so because.
Let's act like that's what he was saying. Because I mean, I know he probably that's in some way that's what he meant too, but he went farther than that. But so why do you think that? That's what I'm interested in saying because I know Mike is going to be kind of opposite.
Well, first of all, I would be like to Ibrahimovic and shout out to anybody who played FIFA. I would have to ask him, like, I don't know the situation in his country and where he came from, right? I'm not sure. So like that's something to point in contention. Like I don't know what you had to come up in because the reason why people do what they do is because of the environments that they are placed in. So let's just put that out there. But to answer the question, I'm definitely on the opposite side of him. I think he's totally wrong. I'm first and foremost, I'm a proponent of to whom much is given, much is required. Right? I'm a huge proponent of that. Now, I do agree that if he would have said if LeBron doesn't want to do that and he's forced to do that, he should not be forced. I agree with that. But I do not agree with if LeBron wants to do that, he shouldn't do that because he should just be an athlete. No, I don't agree with that. Like if that's not you, and I use the example of Derrick Rose, and there was a video going around of the All-Star game when everybody was dancing. Derrick Rose was just sitting there. Like Derrick Rose is just not that type of person. Not to say he doesn't do great, but he's not the outspoken person, and for a number of reasons, and he doesn't have to be, right? But that's his choice. I think you should have the choice. If you want to be outspoken and do that, then by all means do it. But know, you know what I mean? Know what comes with it. So I'm against it. Totally against it.
Yeah, Rad, you know what I was gonna say. Obviously, it's funny, right? Because he's telling LeBron like he should stay out of it, but yet here he is inserting himself in business. Like, if you want LeBron to stay out of it, then how about you stay out of it then? What do you even have to do with any of this? I am curious to, see what made him say this. I don't know. I don't know if he was asked, if this was voluntarily. I know he is doubling down with pretty much with the shut up and dribble today. He said, pretty much I said what I said and I stand by it type of thing. But so I don't know. But yeah, I don't know why he felt the need to bring up LeBron. That's kind of weird.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, what was asked of them at all. But yeah, I think he lost me when he made it about LeBron, when he called out LeBron for, you know what I mean? Because if you know LeBron's story, well, I mean, he is from a different country, like Sam said. So I don't know, maybe people got literally killed for doing that, where he did from. I don't know. But you know the black man story in America, you know, we need that. You know how much change Muhammad Ali had from talking out, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. We just saw, Malcolm. We just saw Night Miami. So you got to know the context that, sports in this country and, politics have, they real close. You know what I mean? But if his position was, I don't want, big stars to get into politics because politics divide, on some cases, yeah, because when you start talking about it is a division, red versus blue, a lot of it. And sports combined, because that point of it, and sports bring people together. He could have had a stronger point to me, but when he lashed it to LeBron and made it personal on that level, it's like, you don't need to do that. Like, that's you making that too specific, and it's just not going to apply. But if his point was more broad and just saying, I like to use sports because sports tend to bring more people together. Because usually when you do that, politics is on one or other side, even if it's the right side or wrong side of history, is either push you in a deciding factor. And I don't want to do that. I want to combine, just preach that more up. It's black, cool. I accept that. But when he made it personal about LeBron, it was just like it's just not gonna fly, bro. It's just not gonna fly to me.
I personally resent. I mean, when people say sports brings people together, but that's a brainwashing statement, because when we leave, I'm still going back to the same like that. Like, what does that even mean? Okay,
3 hours.
So yeah, for that moment, okay, I'm happy, or I have a euphoric moment. But like for the rest of my life, I'm living in poverty. So that's stupid. I don't want to come at Ibrahimovic.
I'm saying like we
no,
all
not to you,
a group of people. I'm saying group of people can, but I agree. Group of people can be a fan of one thing.
I'm not denying that, but what does that have to do with my life?
But it doesn't matter about politics.
Sports, but like, right, sports is not out there changing things like Preacher saying.
Yeah,
like, for 3 hours it brings us together, and then I'm a nigga in a parking lot.
Exactly. That's like saying like a lot of people could be a fan of cocaine because it makes me.
Oh my God! Yo, Preacher always go to the most extreme.
But it is. There are a lot of people would tell you that they love crack, right? But because it makes them feel good at that moment, it takes them away from whatever they're in. But what does that got to do with anything? I wanted to say this about Ibrahimovic because I was just reading some stuff. His father was a Muslim. His mother was Catholic, and I'm just in reading, like he tried to stay away from those things. Even in a quote, he was like, "Football is my religion." When they tried to ask him about that, so I think I don't know the guy, right? But like I think some of these things it got something to do with it, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, and too, like, overseas, and in America too, but overseas they kill people for talking. You know what I mean? Like,
journalists come up missing
here, but here it's a little tongue in cheek. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, especially nowadays.
Clinton's got bodies.
True, but I'm just saying it, or at least it's just better covered. Like there, it's like, yo, it's straight up, bro.
Like a reporter can't say nothing, or anybody keep talking about it, y'all all going to keep going.
Exactly.
It's not like if it happened, we all can like be on Twitter like, yo, did they really kill Epstein? Whatever.
It's like, it's like, yo,
no, y'all wild, shut up talking about it, or you going next, bro?
Yeah. Like what's his name? Enes Kanter, like that. Like,
yeah.
Turkish, he killing everybody. He told you, yo, Enes Kanter, you come back here, it's on site, bro. Like, I'm going to kill you, your dad.
That's a fact. He cannot go back to his country, bro.
He cannot go back to Turkey, bro. The dude said, "I'm gonna kill you, bro." Like facts, like Fendi fact.
Because he was talking out against them, and they was listening to him, bro. And it was like, bro, what?
For sure, he said, "Go back. I'm going to murder you." Well, He was like, he didn't kill the
That's
whole.
not funny. I'm not laughing.
He didn't kill the whole family
That's
because
wild.
like I don't want to say the world is watching, but a lot of people are watching because Enes Kanter brought awareness to it, and that's another thing to Ibrahimovic. If Enes Kanter did not bring awareness to this, now granted there'll probably be a lot of people that die, but like his family is still alive. They're under a lot of pressure. Like they it's bad.
They stopped talking to him. They can't. Talk to him.
Bad. It's bad for them. But
his dad, I don't think his dad talked to him.
Yeah, so awareness helps. Like we know that. So Ibrahimovic, he's wrong, but maybe he comes from that.
Wrong.
If I talk,
that's not wrong.
If
it's life,
it's wrong to make it wrong to bring in LeBron.
Yes,
yeah, because it's life and death. It's never gonna be wrong if you choosing life.
Exactly. And all he should have said was, in my country or where I'm from, it's a little bit different. Like he could at least said something like that.
That would have helped the situation.
But we don't know the question at the same time. Maybe it was literally about LeBron. And he'd be like, no, I don't think he should do that. You know what I mean? So
no comment.
That context too. Yeah. I mean,
I would just, some advice I would give him is just watch how you speak on a black king. Before I had a young 15-year-old boy that was arguing with Cam, run up on you. 501, you heard. 501 in the building, you heard. Man, talk about the dude in Turkey. I got a young bull. In Arkansas right now. Ready. Ask Cam about it. Ask Cam about it.
Reckless. Probably ain't ready. He ain't ready.
He's not mature, y'all.
So all right. So now let's last one. Let's talk a little Jeremy Lin, because he spoke out against Asian hate crimes. Yo, shout out to the Asian community. The last 3 shows made the show. Shout out to y'all. So it says something is changing in this generation of Asian Americans. We are tired of being told that we don't experience racism. We are tired of being told to keep our heads down and not make trouble. We are tired of Asian American kids really growing up and being asked where they're really from, or having our eyes mocked, or being objectified as exotic, or being told we inherently unattractive. Yo, this is so hard to read.
Yo, but I never heard do that no more though.
I never heard that they say we've been told we are inherently unattractive. That's crazy. He said we are tired of the stereotypes in Hollywood affecting our physique. My bad. Our psyche and limiting who we think we are. We can be. We are tired of being invisible or being mistaken for our colleague, or told our struggle aren't as real. So that's Jeremy Lin. I think he posted that on Facebook. Once again, shout out to Lin, speaking up to what you believe in. Anybody that does that, I'm a-okay. You good in my book. Shout out to Lin Sanity. So what y'all think about Lin standing up and using his platform, unlike Vizin, what's his name? Ibrahimovic doesn't like, but Lin did it. So what you think about Lin doing that on his platform?
It was good. 15 seconds of fame, Jeremy Lin. Shout out to him.
No, shout out to G League.
Yeah, are you in the G League?
Yeah.
Oh, shout out to Jeremy Lin.
Yeah, he said that that the fans been calling him coronavirus on the court. So that's why. That's preach.
That's funny.
That's why he said.
Oh, that's why he said it. Oh,
yeah,
okay, that makes sense. I didn't know that the G League had fans.
I think it's players.
Oh, was it players? No, was it players?
I think it's both. It was a little bit of both.
I think it's players.
I think it's
players.
Yo, like we said,
all fair.
Back in the summer when
yeah,
Trez called what's called a bitch ass white boy.
Yeah,
all fair. It's
all fair.
Yo, Kevin Garnett caught Villanueva a cancer patient, bro.
Yeah, yo. Wow, yeah.
But he is a cancer patient, though.
No,
he got vitiligo. He
ain't a cancer patient, bro. He not. He said you look like a cancer patient.
Low-key look like one. But anyways, shout out to the cancer patients. Prayers to y'all. Yeah. Seriously, prayers to y'all. Absolutely. Yo, that's wild.
Wild.
I'm not power to Jeremy Lin. I'm glad he's speaking up for the Asian community. Shout out to him. Because we know it, and especially after Hiroshima and all that, like they had a tough time. So it's I'm not talking about the Asian plight. Shout out to them. But that I'm cool with them calling him coronavirus on the court. I don't like I am.
Trump called it the Chinese flu. Nobody really
he was wild.
Kung flu,
right?
That's wild.
Yeah, but, I'm saying
but that's wild.
But Trump got killed for that. He got killed for that.
He did. But if Jeremy Lin shooting, I say coronavirus, something like that, I'm cool with that. Like it's fun. It's fun. Like I'm not too wild. Like It is wild, but it's all good though. But I am still killing Boogie. Like that movie is trash. Like I mean, I don't care what you say. Jeremy Lin can say all that stuff. I don't know what when did it come out, but it's trash though. I can say that. So shout out to Jeremy.
I know it's a big fight. It's a big fight from the Asian community, like against Harvard or the prestigious school. They say they being racist towards them because they like limited.
They're too good.
They're too good. They're trying to cap them and like bring other groups up into make more diverse, and they hide behind diversity. And so they fit in all the criteria, but they're not. We want more diversity, so we can. We're gonna bring up somebody that's lesser than you technically on the criteria, but simply because they black, white, whatever, Latino, we gonna put them above you because we got enough of you already in here. So that's a fight. I think that's going to like Supreme Court or something.
Yeah, I've been on for a while. I ran out a while ago. Whew, shout out Jamie Lin.
If you want change, you got to speak up for something.
Rona
virus. You want something to change.
Yo, bro, when I read that, I was like, yo, he said, and I know it's players. I thought it was fans.
Is he killing people over there? Like on the court?
Yo, man.
Nah.
Yo, man.
All right, Mills.
Bill said that Jeremy Lin affecting boys with the Kung Fu virus, too.
That's crazy.
The virus did come from China. That's a fact.
30.
Wuhan. People say from a lab.
No. Well, I mean, I don't know about that, but like viruses do come from China. That's like science. No, and I'm not being funny. Like they honestly look to China, and that's why they like swine flu. I mean, that's the whole point of it because they have like a lot of domesticated pigs. That's where like a lot of that stuff comes from, and then the birds infect the pigs, and that's what we eat, and that's how the virus is like become about. Like that is a fact. That's why it was called the swine flu. Swine, pigs, the bird coming down. Like that's so that I'm not being funny, everybody.
All right. So look, all right. So shout out to Lynn. Shout out to LeBron. Shout out to the Bean.
Shout out to the swine flu.
No, I don't definitely.
He averaging 20 a game. He averaging 20 a game over there.
Oh, shout out Jeremy Lin.
Killing boys.
Well, over what? Why are you saying over there?
Down there.
Oh,
I'm saying say down or over. I mean, I don't know. Say down there or something.
Like he make it seem like he overseas playing or something.
He's here.
Yeah.
20.7 assists a game.
He got dread still?
Nah, I don't think so.
We gotta kill Jeremy Lin.
It's locks.
He had locks.
Nah, Jeremy Lin done so. Nah, he's finished.
No. He said, well, Kate Martin got war tattoos.
Nah, he's done.
If I can't have locks, y'all can't get Chinese tattoos. That's what he said. So I thought that was funny as hell when he said that. I'm like, yo, shout out to Lin for that.
That's a fact. You gotta hold him to it.
Oh, that's true. Right. That's true.
No, he don't got locks. He got one of them mullets. Is it the mullet hair?
He had locks.
Yeah.
He got a mullet right now.
Yeah, locks.
Right now he got a mullet.
Over there, mullet killing niggas in the mullet. I'm crying. So let's get to a little culture, and then we're gonna get to the shout outs, and we'll get out of here. So we have a versus coming up, Raekwon and Ghostface Killer. Did anybody see that?
No.
It's coming up. Y'all interested in that?
No.
I don't really know any of their music, so no.
Ain't they both from
Wu-Tang?
They both from Wu-Tang? They just gonna play just their own records?
Well, they got their own stuff. Yeah. But yeah, I'm sure they're gonna play stuff.
I'm just saying it's not gonna be a versus. I don't think it's just gonna be like a Wu-Tang.
No, it's definitely gonna be a versus. They have solo albums, like they have a lot of content.
But it's gonna be like camaraderie. They're gonna both play Wu-Tang songs that they both
together. You probably.
Well, I mean, Jadakiss and Fab had camaraderie, but like that was still. I think what I'm saying is.
But I don't think people gonna really judge it. Is there? I mean,
it's a difference when you like if Method Man and Redman had a versus that. Like I would be like, okay, that's. But like, and they were in the Wu. But like even being in the Wu, like they had legit solo careers.
Yeah,
like,
they did, but
for a long time. Even to this day, like so. I mean, I don't know what they're going to play. I'm sure they may play records from the Wu. I'm sure, but that's probably talked about.
It won't be 20 songs. Probably it probably won't be 20 songs. It'll probably be like 30. Probably like
it gotta be. It has to be 30 songs.
And 20 of their
own. Different. It's just a different verses. I mean, that's
they got songs on the Wu that either one wasn't on.
I'm gonna watch.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, so I mean.
So I'm interested, right? Because when we talk about like, especially like rappers, some of the the bigger rappers, like I know. I'm a big Meth fan. Like I'll probably hold Meth higher than a lot of people. So I'm familiar with Meth the most out of Wu-Tang. But like Raekwon and Ghostface, like those are like big rappers. And out of the big,
a lot of people top 10. They both of them.
A lot, yes. 10. And I think I don't know their music as well as I should. So I think I'm interested in just listening to like Wu-Tang. I listened to Wu-Tang albums maybe a year ago, right? So those songs I'm gonna know, but like their solo joints, I'm not gonna know too much. I'm gonna know their features. So I'm just interested in hearing the songs that I don't know, and then just hearing stories. They got some crazy stories. Hopefully they tell like E40 and Too Short did. So I'm tuning in. I'm not sure when it is, but I'm definitely checking this joint out.
I think it's a New York version of that. It's gonna lean towards that type of that type of verses. Yeah. It ain't gonna be like super poppy. I don't think it's gonna get to 5 million people watching whatever it was crazy. I don't think it's reaching like that. It was very niche, New York niche. It's gonna be Wu-Tang is one of the biggest things ever. So Wu-Tang might pull in the numbers because Wu-Tang is one of the biggest brands, if not the biggest brand in hip hop. So we'll see.
Wu-Tang forever. Did anybody watch the D'Angelo joint?
I watched it.
How was it?
I watched it. It was it was cool. It was a vibe. It was, you thought when they said Friends, you thought it was gonna be bad. They hyped it. It was good, but they hyped it. So you expected more. I'm gonna leave it like that. Because he brought out Method Man and Redman, but you thought he's gonna bring out like Lauryn Hill or like some, you know what I mean? People from back then with him, you know what I mean? And it wasn't, it was her. She sung the Lauryn Hill part, and I think that's the closest thing you probably can get to a Lauryn Hill at this point. And then Method and Redman, which is cool too, but I don't know. You just thought,
was it a versus? Did he?
No, he was just. It was a concert.
By himself.
It was just a concert. It was a concert. He brought friends. It was him. It was.
I seen Meth and Redman.
D'Angelo. It was D'Angelo and friends. But they hyped it like, I can't believe who he got coming. You know what I mean? And it was you thought it was going. Yeah, it just thought it was going to be more than. You just thought it was going to be some boys. You know what I mean? Value. It is.
I know. I didn't watch it. I went on YouTube today and kind of just scrolled to see what was there. I seen Meth and Redman. I seen her. And I don't know who else he had out there.
Nobody. It was just that.
Oh really? Oh, who? Okay. Oh yeah, you're right. That's wilding. Who should he have versus then? You think?
Maxwell would have been good. I like Music Soul Child. I'm a big fan of Music Soul Child. Something like that. One of those.
Jamie?
Two. Nah, not Jamie. Jamie don't got enough.
He can play movie stuff.
So
and he can play stuff from
Jamie don't got enough. Jamie don't got enough.
Yeah, Killing Me played the stuff from Jamie Foxx show.
He don't got enough. With the Jingos, he can play.
Jingos with the wedding song. The wedding song.
The wedding song is a point. I don't know a lot of songs not beating the wedding song.
That's what I'm saying.
But Max, I mean, come on, bro. D'Angelo, I think is way past that. But I think I want music. I want to listen. I want music to be in it. I love you. I'm a big fan of music, so I want music to be in it.
Me too.
I think he underrated. Anthony Hamilton, those soulful guys would have been fired. It just would have been fired. Would have brought out a different crowd. You know what I mean? But he was fired. He wasn't bad. He got joints, but they hyped it more. It was like at one point it was like just 100,000 people in it. It wasn't like the thing. It was like it just.
I didn't know about it.
Yeah, it didn't get there. Like it wasn't 2 million people sitting there waiting for him. He was late, and there was 100,000 people in there, and it was just that's all it stayed at. It didn't hit it. You know what I mean? So.
He wasn't going against nobody. He shouldn't have went that
far. Yeah. But they had friends. Like, they tried to hype it like he got some boys coming. Like, people thought it was Lauryn Hill. Like, if Lauryn Hill would have came out there, the internet would have been like, oh, y'all would have heard it. It would have reached y'all. Yeah. You know what I mean? But it didn't.
Something, yeah. Oh, well. I don't know what's going on with Versus. And then I starting the season 2 off right at all. The Alicia Keys Asante was a mess. D'Angelo going by himself, and we're gonna see what Ghostface and what Ghostface is gonna do. Well, they better bring G Unit and Dipset to try to save this.
They need to get somebody, bro. They need to get somebody.
A lot of people don't want to do it. I don't know.
A lot of people don't want to do it because it's not.
It seems like it's a goal, but it also seems like your career over too. Maybe.
Yeah, it does.
It gives you that vibe. It gives you that vibe, but it shouldn't be because Rick Ross and 2 Chainz did it. And that was fire.
Yeah.
I think that was cool. Like,
and Fab and Jadakiss did. I think people scared. Like I think what happens is they had people lined up to do it. Like they had battles.
And the Corona happened.
Or just like certain things. They had Lil Wayne, whatever that. Like a lot of those battles, I think they did have in the back. Or like some type of would you do it? Yes, I would do it. And then the other person, would you do it? Yes, I would do it. And then as time got closer, it's like, I think what they should do is it's like, 50 saying that he would do it. Just 50. Who would you do it with? Give me 6
Jim
people.
Jones
He said Jay-Z. 50 said want Snoop or Jay-Z. Like, come on, bro.
Snoop not doing it again. And he cannot go against Jay-Z.
T.I. they thought was T.I. Yeah, they thought T.I. was a good match, and he said 50 said no.
T.I. is a good matchup for 50 Cent.
50 don't want to do 50. He don't want to do it. And Busta said he'd do it. They ain't got a match for Busta. Like.
Yeah,
because people scared. People scared.
Yeah, people scared.
That's all it is.
Scared to get in that arena. You're right. No, I think people scared. A lot of people. Jim Jones said he won't do it against G-Unit because he gonna want to box. Mm-hmm. So it's a lot of people that got some issues with certain people, right? Like, come on, man. Gucci and them, Jeezy was able to do it. Like, people should be able to.
But 50 said he would never do it with Ja. 50 said he would never do it.
But they should not do it because they do not like each other. Like, that's something that's going to the grave.
But
and
people, Gucci and Jeezy, people thought the same exact thing. I mean, like, that they thought the same exact thing. Nah, that's the same exact thing. Nah,
I don't think
it's going. Yeah. I don't know.
I'm not saying it wasn't murder beef, but like,
but to bring up Gucci, I seen a snippet of the Drink Champs. I don't know, Drink Champs interview with Deb, and she told a story about Gucci and French. Have boys heard this?
Oh yeah, I saw it.
So apparently, Gucci was in the studio with French or whatever because French wanted him to do a song. French gave him $5,000 to do a feature on a song. So while they in the booth, Gucci left out the door and snuck out the back door and bounced. So
walking with a 5K.
So French calling him like, yo, where you at, bro? Where you go? Come on, get the song. So then he finally called Dad, like, yo, Dad, where Gucci at, man? I gave him the $5,000. That's all the money that I had. Like, can you call him? So Dad called Gucci, like, yo, where you at? He like said, I'm on my way, wherever. He like, yo, what about French? Gucci was like, man, fuck that pussy ass nigga.
I think French might be tight. She's telling the story because he's son French, like on some like
but that's how Gucci was back then, though.
Yo, wow, though, but for $5,000 though, he walked French for $5,000.
He walked. He said that was his last $5,000.
I want to hear the rest of the story. I want to know if Gucci came back.
No, they said Flocka was on that. Flocka ended up being on that.
Flocka did it. You right.
Flocka ended up being on that song.
What was the song?
I forgot what song it was.
Was it a good song?
It had to be hard. Mills.
It probably was hard.
All right, man, we gotta go. Mills.
Mills Mike is wild. So we got some outro RP shout out dedication. First shout out, I want to shout out to the golfers that wore red on Sunday in honor of Tiger. I thought that was dope. Tiger enjoyed that. Yeah, Mills, unplug your mic. So another shout out every week. Shout out to the scammers. Y'all boys seen the story about the Nike exec?
The parents. You said the parents are the scammers. The parents are scammers.
Shout out to the scammers.
What happened?
So Nike exec.
He uses my credit card to get the discounts for the Nike stuff.
Nike exec
retail store.
Hebert leads company after reports from Bloomberg show her 19-year-old son used a credit card under her name to buy discounted sneakers for his resale business.
So where was the scam at?
Well, because he was buying, I'm assuming family or whatever the case may be, can't buy the sneakers at discounted
and they can't resell them
and then sell it for 3 times the price.
That's illegal.
Yeah, and he was buying.
I don't think it's illegal.
Yeah,
I don't know. Like 1,000.
It's not illegal, but it's like
every pair.
I don't know if it's gonna go to jail.
It might be against like
their policy.
Company, Nike policy.
Okay.
I think maybe,
or
it might
every
be.
pair.
Maybe, I don't know. I don't think it's illegal. I don't know.
Yeah, I probably can't use my GM discount and buy all these Cadillacs
and then sell them.
On Amazon for $2 million, and I'm getting money. So, but
I don't think you'll go to jail, right? You just will they'll fire you for doing that.
They will fire you. It's their policy. Yeah, I mean, you're not doing anything wrong.
Yeah. Okay.
Catch me if you can.
Yeah.
So what your boys think about that?
He made it. He got that bag though. He definitely got that bag off of it. And I guess his mom was. I mean, she was in the business for like 25 years anyway. So, I mean, I don't know how long she planned on staying, but I mean, she was pretty much, in good standings. He probably made enough money for her to retire. and be good on the side anyway. Him and stuff he was selling, and he was getting heat.
Yo, he had
heat.
Yeah, heat.
Like we thought.
Like
we thought it was the box.
Not
we
like
thought it was
just
the box.
a lot of it. Yeah.
We thought it was the box taking the sneakers, and it was him. We thought it was the box. It was him.
The song was
trash. Everything we wanted.
What song was trash?
The French and
Flocka song. What song was it?
I don't think Gucci on it would have did anything. I'm gonna be honest. I'm assuming it's this. Y'all remember that?
I can see him in the club.
Yeah, bopping.
No, I'm not saying
French
that like,
run.
It wouldn't have went, but like, it's just it was like I don't think Gucci makes that song any better. So
I don't know. Back then, Wop hopping on something maybe. I don't know. But yeah, so shout out to the scammers. You know, I'm
but yeah, it's crazy. I'm not too mad about. I'm not too mad. I mean, it's like. I mean, he was wilding. Maybe they gotta be smarter. I don't know, but he should be successful doing some other endeavor. I don't know.
Like his mom had to know, like $100,000 charges on your credit card. Like you just have no
Nike
idea.
Nike exec. I mean, she might
got
not
it like that.
No.
Oh,
like,
that was the company card.
No, not her card.
Her personal card.
That's
but
how much
Nike,
money they got, y'all.
Yeah,
you see it.
Yeah.
Can you? Yeah, that gotta be like black card. Like that's some stuff. Like right.
He probably got it.
Definitely. Go ahead,
I'm saying any guy, they probably gonna put it back. Like
put it back immediately.
So it ain't much. You know, like she probably it's probably her car. She give him. He probably have his own car by 19. So I don't know. Like, I mean, I don't know.
They don't care. She's fine. She's in another job. She'll be all right.
I don't know.
She was there for Nike for 25 years. I don't know how long she was in exec, but I know she was with Nike.
Oh, okay.
She's going to get another job somewhere, y'all. Come on.
Oh yeah, no, she will.
If she want one. But I mean, I know you got caught, but like that's the game, bro.
Do we got to give up all the sneakers?
No, he bought them. Nike gonna repossess them, right? I don't know. He paid cash for them. I don't know. I don't know the logistics. If he got to do that, then that's I don't know. But if he don't, it's like that's the game. I got caught. My bad.
Oh, he good then. They up. Yeah, they up.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, because he has some heat.
I
don't know how long he's been doing.
Maybe we can get some kicks now because he ain't gonna be killing them.
He probably been doing it for a minute, yeah.
No, I think he can still keep the connect. Why not? The connect is the connect. It doesn't matter. I mean, the issue was that he got the connect from his mom, who was a Nike exec. But the connect is the connect at this point.
He's not getting that connect is done, so.
It's just discount.
It was discount because his mom worked for Nike.
That's it. He was just getting his tickets because it was discount.
Oh, he was just getting that much of discounted shoes.
Yes, that's all it was. It wasn't so much of like he was getting. Well, I'm sure he was getting exclusives because his mother is a Nike exec. Absolutely.
Oh, so he was just using. Oh, I did that all the time. Oh, yeah, he Gucci
No, we all did it, or not gonna say we all, but like he just did it on a larger scale. That's the only problem.
Like he did it investment wise, and that's
it's like right. We are giving you these sneakers at a discount, so we are technically losing money. Yeah, and then now you're reselling them for 3 times the value, making money.
Which people do. It's just he did it too much.
Yeah, but I gave free food out all the time. Like it's just the same thing. I gave
it is.
Literally, you could have been $50 worth of food. I'm just saying, but I did it. Like it is. I would have got fired, but it's like whatever.
Most people do it. Most people do what you're saying. It's not like
I'm not.
People call around for the discount. Like that's what people do.
I'm not mad at him. I'm not mad at her.
If Mike sold his car right now, he would be doing the same thing that guy did. But yet and still, the guy just did it 10 times over. That's why he got caught.
Yeah. It made a business out of it.
That's it.
I thought it was more like sinister. It was just kind of like he just used his mom discount. He just out with it.
It is sinister because it reached a point where they must have said, "Yo, what's like?" And it got too high. Like it got too high. He probably tried to sell a sneaker to another exec.
No, he just
posted a photo. I think he posted a photo.
Yeah, he was on Instagram. The amount of sneakers is insane. It's literally insane. The amount.
Oh, that's so he's stupid. He got it. That's another thing.
But it was too much greed because if you got to connect to just get you can guarantee I'm gonna buy them at the regular price and still triple your profit. But you wanted the discount and triple. You know that was like you wild. I think it's too greedy. But him just getting
use the discount.
I'm just So I'm saying maybe if he don't use the discount, he good.
The only reason why he got caught is because people saw the picture. Yes or no?
And he used the discount too. I think that's
no. What I'm saying is the only reson why he got caught in that fashion is because he put the picture out.
I think the picture came out and then like a reporter of
everybody seen it and it was like, yo, who is this? This guy is it's her son and how was he getting all these sneakers? And then just the investigation opened. So he's stupid. All right.
But my thing is like, right? It's just like if you work for like the radio. And they're doing a promotion, like you and your family can't win a $5 gift card to McDonald's because you work for the company. I know for damn sure you can't sell $3 million worth of sneakers if your mom worked for Nike. So that's why she had to resign and whatever. They're probably going to sue her if they can. But we're going to see if I get some of that money back. But I don't know if Nike can do that.
Nah, I think that'd be tough because it's like, I think if it's in her contract, they can. This is fact. If it's in their contract, it's probably in their contract. That's what it is. It's probably in their contract.
Because she
probably in their contract.
He probably get Nike given to her, right?
She probably sponsored by them or something.
Yeah. Everything she wears probably Nike everywhere she goes type of gig. Nike shirt, Nike sneakers.
Yeah, it's probably in her contract. That's what it is. They're gonna sue her.
Because right? Because GM, like the top certain levels, they just give you a GM card. Hey, there's a car. Here's gas card. Do your thing. But I mean, if you using that for Uber, and are you just refilling your gas tank up where the gas card we gave you for Uber,
it's like
probably can't do that.
It's like selling your stamps. You know what I mean? People selling this 50 for the 100.
Yo, hit me.
People do it, but you can't do that. You know what I mean? The government catching you wilding. You know what I mean? They're gonna sue you for that. But
it's the same thing, right? You're right.
It's the same thing. People selling the stamps for the 50. You know what I mean? For the 100. 50 for the 100.
Yo, if you in a 313 hit me. I need some stamps. Hit me.
Yo, boys hooping now, man.
I heard LA Fitness. They no mask. So Sean texted me like, yo, boys at LA, no mask. Hooping.
No mask. No mask.
LA.
Somebody told me that the mask, like the mandatory mask thing is.
Oh, it's not everywhere.
No, it's like lifted or something.
No.
Texas is gone. 100%.
The mandatory mask. They got it.
I think it's not mandatory like federally no more. It's like state by state can choose now. I think
it's been state by state.
Oh, it's been state by state. Okay.
Yeah,
but certain places is going up. Like it's like people say.
Texas is no mandatory. Yo, they got it. Chill.
No, Texas is 100% open. They say
they like Florida. They like Florida. They like Florida. Yeah.
The senator or whoever it was tweeted, "We are 100% open now.
Let's get
everything."
But the number. I hope the numbers don't go up, man.
Bro, Joe Rogan got everybody moved down there anyway. If you listen to Joe Rogan pod, he got the whole world to move down there.
Move where?
Down there. Austin. Everybody Austin. All the Silicon Valley people was in Austin. Everybody moved from LA because LA was, I guess a dumpster fire or something like that. And tech people was in Austin, comedians in Austin because Rogan pretty much got Chappelle and doing shows in Austin right now. It's like crazy. They like the new LA, everybody's saying.
Austin, Texas is new LA.
Austin, that's what they're saying. They're saying it's like Silicon Valley and comedies.
You know why? Because the Cowboys is there. America's team.
They're not in Austin, bro.
They don't matter. America's team.
But South by Southwest used to be in Austin, so clearly it's something in Austin. By the way,
Austin, they saying Austin is the place, bro. That's what
they said. Yeah, wow, that's crazy. Any RIPs? Anybody pass away? Notable people. We missed. I didn't see anything.
No, not that I know.
Any dedications? We wanna give any dedications? Nope. I ain't got none either. So let's go get out of here then. It's been a long show. Mills, how long we been here? 2 hours? Raw pop.
Yo, next podcast we gotta talk about the governor, man, and what's going on, man.
I think next podcast is what you call it? It's right. It's the All-Star break this weekend, right?
Yeah.
So it won't be much basketball to really talk about. So besides, if I want to talk about the dunk contest or something, but I think next week might be a heavy like culture show type of thing. Catching up because I got some smoke for biting.
I don't know a faster turnaround than Cuomo's though. That was the fastest.
He was
in history.
Nah, but they was trying to get him. I mean, like
but he was that boy. He was like that boy at one point.
Now that's why they went after him.
The devil.
that was Dion winning his first game and then walking to our shit being stolen. That fast.
That was like, what
he was a presidential candidate. They stopped him right in his tracks.
He was the boy. He was.
all I'm gonna say is Chris Cuomo is not speaking about it, and I just want to say this to everybody.
CNN is trash.
Not even that. Chris Cuomo should not speak about it. That's his brother.
I would never talk about Marcus.
I hate stop when people do that. Like, if he did that, I would lose all the respect in the world for him. Like, that's your brother. You ride with him, good or bad. Like, I don't care if he did it or not. I'm riding with him, bro.
I definitely. I'm not saying ride with him, but the issue was the whole how the interviews and all that. So what?
Doesn't matter. Ride with him. That's your brother, right? Like, you going down with the shit, bro. Like, I'm sorry.
MBK, hashtag MBK.
Yeah. That's like snitching. Would you snitch? Okay, then he's snitching if he gets up there.
But it's just a weird double. It's just a weird.
It is a double standard. Yes, it is. Oh, you're absolutely right. It is a double standard, and it should be. It's my brother. I have a double standard for my brother. Sorry. Wait, what? Like, I don't like. And this is another thing. I said this.
But it's politics. And it's gonna be weird. People died, and people was.
So what? So
we
what?
can talk about next.
That's my brother. That's like saying you snitching your brother, you murked somebody. I don't know what he did. What I'm saying is, I mean, it's the same code. If he living by the code, I'm living by the code. What I'm saying is, I forgot my point. We can go, Mike. I'm gonna say it next time.
Yeah, no, next week. No, we're gonna get into that next week for sure. I got some smoke for Biden. Sound like you got some smoke for the Cuomo situation.
Oh, and, I'm see.
Cuomo. Like, no. I'm saying for the situation.
What happened to the world? You had to have been there to when you can make advances on women, but we can move on. You had to been there. Like, oh my God.
Like you act like you was there.
I was there.
Like you was there.
Oh, I was there for sure. And
not in work. They said the switch. We'll see. So yeah, so tune in next week. I want to see what smoke Preach got for the Cuomo situation. See what I got for Biden. I'm bringing some hella smoke for Biden as
teaser. There is no such thing as a double standard. There are just standards.
Yo, what happened to the stimmies, man?
Yo, next week. I
was trying to be Stimmy Turner. You know what I'm saying? Stimmy Neutron out here, bro.
Next week, I got the smoke for Biden.
So, where the Stimmies
at? I'm Stimmy Turner.
Remember designer, bro?
Oh my God. Burner. Stimmy Turner. He got caught with a burner.
That was my joke too.
Yeah, I said it was crazy.